and have your business's brand associated with Big X Sports Radio. Give me a call today at 812-725-1457.
Welcome to Kentucky Roll Call.
Here's a swing and a drive to deep left. Back goes Nixon. Looking up. Daly wins it. Daly wins it. Daly wins it.
With Walker and Peak.
Woodson from the gun. Play fake. Step it up. He's throwing deep down the near sideline. He's got Johnson. 20. 10. 5. Touchdown. Kentucky.
When Mitch called me and talked to me about being the head coach here at Kentucky, I understand the assignment. We are here to win banners.
Back outside. This is the point where he always hits it. Oh! Aaron Harrison beyond belief.
Welcome into Kentucky Roll Call for Friday, June 26, 2026. I'm Stephen Peak, Trevor Kelsey producing for us next door, and it's Friday, so it's Billy Strings Friday, and it's Coach Ty Johnson Friday. How you doing, Ty?
I'm great. Happy to be here.
You said the drive here was a little interesting, though.
Oh, the drive here was terrible. I literally saw 3 wrecks on the interstate that literally shut down like part of it, so everyone had to get over to one side, and it was just one thing after another.
Now, you're driving in from near Lexington, right?
I'm driving in
64 West.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're on 64 West, man, when it rains, it just you just know that that's going to happen.
I mean,
it's almost a
guarantee.
guarantee.
People can't drive anyways. Then you throw rain in there, then it's just even worse.
Yeah, I try to stay off my phone when I'm driving in the rain and driving in general.
I try.
Trevor, how are you doing?
Good. I forgot it was Billy Strings Friday again.
That's okay. I mean, we still lead off with the same.
I remember him. Well, I forgot about Billy.
We still lead off with the same music though, so you're good.
That's true. I mean, I went with the little female music today with some little go-go's and some.
You know what? Just play one segment of Billy Strings. We can call it Billy Strings Friday. I trust your judgment on getting the right kind of music, the right vibes for what we need.
Really?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
No one's ever done that before.
Then it's going to be interesting then.
Wow.
Did you hear
could be a talking point?
Did you hear the thrill in his voice?
No, he sounded really excited.
Excited, like his voice changed.
I was more puberty, sweet. It was more of like shock and awe that someone was willing to be like, I trust you. I'm like, okay,
do it.
Welcome to the Big X. Apparently,
I'm a little tired today because I had work to do, but I put it on pause while I watched the United States men's national team take on. Hang on. Let me say their name correctly. How do we say it? It's not Turkey anymore. It's anybody?
What's it? Turkey?
Turkey-A?
Turkey-A, something like that?
Is that what it is, Trevor?
Oh, I don't know. They can call it they can change the name, but it'll always be Burma to me.
Yeah, well,
as Mr. Peters as Peterson once said. It's a little Seinfeld reference for you.
Sorry.
Are you a Seinfeld guy?
No.
Okay.
I think The Office was my generation's version of Seinfeld.
It was, but Seinfeld still. I've had multiple friends. I had asked Ty.
What's the show about?
Ty was a social experiment there because every black friend I had was like, I don't watch Seinfeld. I'm black, and I was like, I'm like, okay, I didn't know I didn't know it had a racial line, but all right, and. So I had asked Ty, and he just kind of confirmed. He was like, nope.
It's just good.
Nope, don't watch it.
That's the poll. That's just the people close enough to Trevor for him to ask.
Yeah, I can't do a social media. I'll probably get in trouble for that one. But, I mean, I guess Office is definitely a more like 2000s Seinfeld. It's a very similar. I mean, it's done differently, but.
It's kind of a show about nothing.
Yeah, the humor is there. I think, now one big difference is Seinfeld stayed as they like to say, it was gold for 9 seasons where. Like The Office dropped off after like the 6th season. Like I've tried to binge watch it multiple times again, and I always fade.
There's just it becomes a hit and miss with some of the episodes.
It's yeah.
Some of them are still really good without Michael Scott, but then there's some that in between there that just aren't very good.
And I think it's the 5th season, but I don't know. I feel like the Pam and Jim wedding is like the height of the show. Like that's where it like.
Yeah,
I don't know. I wouldn't say it goes down after that because it doesn't. There's great scenes, but
we still got Scott's Tots after that.
Oh, good Lord! Don't even.
People get really cringed out by the Scott's Tots episode.
It's got to be, yeah, even though that was when Satterfield got here, that was my KRC theme, was that he's got Scott's Tots, baby.
Yes.
And it turned out
hey,
like
Mr. Scott, what you going to do? What you going to do? Make our dreams come true.
Hey, I mean, he gave those kids batteries for their laptop. What else do they want?
I love that he said, you think you're getting a laptop, and then the last misdirection there, which is rendered useless without lithium batteries.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Okay, so making my dreams come true, not the United States last night. Although we said the game didn't matter because it didn't. We already had our round of 32 opponent. But I kind of just wanted to go undefeated in group play. Haven't done it before. I thought that would have been really neat. Ty, I know you came in immediately and were like, I blame you guys.
I do. I blame you all. You all said, what'd y'all say? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Put the subs in, let the subs play. But then when y'all lose, it's like, oh, no, we don't, we care now. We want to win.
I was a little bummed that they lost, and especially the way they lost on basically a buzzer beater. Yeah. But, again, it doesn't actually matter. They were always going to play Bosnia no matter what. Turkey advanced to back to Turkey, so it didn't matter. And I know for the Turkish fans, at least that gave them something. They were pretty disappointed because they thought they might even win that group.
They got a new name. What else do they want?
Do you get it? I can't tell you how much sleep I've lost by watching the Telemundo broadcast and hear them say Estados Unidos. Call it the United States.
That sounds tasty, actually. Sounds like some tumbleweed.
Estados Unidos.
Can I get that without lettuce? I'm with you. I could not. I kind of half expected to be up late. I had to be up early today, and I know people are like early, but I had to get here at like 10:30 today, so I had to wake up at 9 instead of 10. And that's early for me. But I still also I expected to maybe have to be up late, like jacked up on America from a win, and yet I still couldn't get to bed till like 3:30 in the morning because I was just pissed off about a loss. You were
that mad?
Yeah, I had to take it out on FIFA.
Why were you so upset? I mean, the game didn't. It was an exhibition. We rested 9 of our starters.
It mattered to me.
It's still real to me, damn it.
Real to me. It was real to me. I wanted to win.
I wanted to win too, but
I know it
they didn't even go out there and try to. I mean, they wanted to win, but they didn't play their regular starters.
No, but still, we should still go out there. I mean, and have some pride like Turkey did.
Well, they did. They tried their best. There's our second 9 isn't as good as we played our JV squad.
So Turkey hadn't scored a goal all World Cup. And then we give up 3 to them like we're a prom date stopping someone from getting to third base.
I thought that the United States showed some resiliency there in the second half up until it's funny, the announcers were saying just as Turkey was getting ready to score how this is a great result for the U.S. They were able to get back and tie this game after it flipped. And, early on I thought the United States might just win this thing 4-0. But I think, overall my take was, what a stupid format that was. Because you could have had the whole game last night. We would know the United States was probably going to win the group, but they still would have unfinished business. It wouldn't have been locked up yet. And then last night could have been the coronation or the celebration of winning the group. And instead, it was meaningless. They still played Country Roads. They still played it after the game.
I'm not happy with that still. I was surprised that they sang it in Seattle. I'm more shocked that they would sing it in Inglewood. That's the last place I thought Country Roads being sung. But I guess we've moved on as a country and we've progressed. I would still rather hear Miley Cyrus party in the USA after a win. But
yeah, that's the thing. Those things happen organically, and that's why when Will Stein says he wants to change the song that Kentucky football comes out to, I think, what's it going to be?
This didn't change organically, Stephen. This is the product of it getting popular because kids saw it on the West Virginia game and it went viral.
That's what.
And this generation has no originality.
But that's
so they were like, let's
just
sing that song.
But it just happened. Of course, it's going to be a popular song. It just happened because they saw what West Virginia did.
Yeah.
Said, let's do that. And it was like, as Jeff Milby said on Wednesday, it was one of the songs that the United States said, hey, we'd like to have that one after a win. It was one of 3 songs they gave them, so they played that one. And then the scenes from, was that in Seattle? after that Australia game where the entire stadium is singing "Take Me Home, Country Roads." That's awesome.
I still think, I don't care if you hand out lyric sheets, James Brown, "Living in America" needs to be what's sung. Eye to eye, nation to nation. I mean, that you tell me that the sections doing that back and forth wouldn't be awesome.
Yeah,
it'd be the
great,
greatest thing since the wave.
People don't know it enough, and that's why Country Roads. But that's why Country Roads works, is because nobody knows the verses in between them, but everybody knows the chorus.
I guarantee you, dollars of donuts. Most of those people don't know the words to Country Roads. They're on their phone right then and there looking at lyrics.
Maybe.
Yeah. So I mean, so why can't you do that for James Brown?
We've already, because it's too late. It's the same thing. It's like why Grove Street. Like, is Grove Street the best song? I mean. Well, no.
It happened organically.
Yeah.
That's Waka Flocka,
It's
right?
not Waka Flocka's best song.
That's the only song I know by him.
You could argue that.
It might. I mean, I'm not.
Hard in the Paint, maybe. No Hands. It just depends. Like, yeah, it would depend on,
People are saying, well, the song's dated. It's old. Yeah, so is Enter Sandman. And you don't see Virginia Tech talking about changing up their song.
I don't think either of you were alive when Enter Sandman came out, were you?
No.
I just know because I was like 12.
Wait, when did it come out?
92.
Then yes, I was.
Oh, were you? Okay, yeah, you were, yeah. Well, then Ty was alive because, you're not that much younger than him, are you, Ty?
No.
Aren't you just like a couple years younger?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was still alive, I think.
19. When were you born? What year were you born?
What was that? 90.
You got to really think about that, dude?
Yes. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Man.
I don't really remember.
Like, honestly, when's the last time I said, "Hey, what's your birthday"?
I mean, April 26, 1980.
Like, I don't.
So March.
Don't ask me my phone number, maybe, or someone else's number.
So it came out in 91.
Oh, 91. Okay.
Yeah. So I was alive, but I don't remember it. I don't remember hearing it on the radio.
You weren't listening to the Metallica Black Album?
No, I don't remember going and buying it when I was one.
At Walmart when they had the
edited.
The edited.
You want to hear good edited? Play 2K26.
That's right. Walmart did do that. They didn't sell any explicit lyrics albums.
Yep.
We used to sell those at. I worked at Books A Million. We sold CDs in the same edited way as well.
You had to go to Target or something. It was something like that. Yeah.
Oh, the edited songs were great though.
Yeah, because there was nothing on there. All you heard was the.
I gotta get our DoorDash. You guys talk for a second. I will be right back.
Speaking of edited, I don't know, Ty, how much you play the video games, but I was playing the 2K26 recently. By the way, great soundtrack because it's so diverse. I mean, there's no other soundtrack I think on video game where you can listen to a Frank Sinatra song followed by Outkast, followed by something that says No Cap constantly, followed by Master P.
You know what?
And the best part is it's edited Walmart style.
Oh my God!
So like when Master P comes on, at one point I thought something happened to my game system. I timed this. There is a point in the song where it is 12 seconds of silence.
Oh my God!
I think it's during the Mia Girls rap verse.
Yeah,
but it goes like complete silence for 12 seconds, and it's like, okay, we're back.
What would you say? Madden back in the day had an amazing soundtrack too. Madden, it was amazing on the soundtrack.
The early 2000s Maddens, I mean, kind of helped me. That's how I learned who Nappy Roots was.
Really?
And the weird thing is, I had met one of them, played Madden with one of them while they were Western. One of them, I guess, I don't remember which guy. He was friends with a buddy of mine, lived in the dorm there.
Yeah.
And only reason I remember is him bragging about him being a rap group. I remember thinking, okay, dude, whatever, just pass the blunt. Come on. Just like we have rap group. Good luck on the internet, as I air chat.
SoundCloud,
yeah. I'm like, yeah.
Let me give you my SoundCloud.
You're gonna be famous, I'm sure. And then, like, I guess a year later, I hear that song and I'm watching the video. I'm like, hey, that guy's wearing a Louisville shirt. That looks kind of familiar.
and I'll give you another one, Trevor. I'm gonna see if you're a real gamer. I'll give you another one. NBA Street. That had a good soundtrack.
I didn't play Street because I've always been a realistic game guy. Like,
but I'm just talking soundtrack.
Yeah, I just never got to hear it though.
Yes. NBA Street had a good soundtrack.
I was mostly NBA Live '95 or whatever year it would be. NBA from to 2K and
2K. Yeah.
So, but what baffled me about the editing on the 2K is they actually edit not one but two parts of a Frank Sinatra song.
Really?
And I'm thinking, what the hell could Mr. Blue Eyes say that was so like Master P? I get, okay. I mean, maybe an Outkast lyric here and there. I understand. But what could Frank Sinatra be singing so bad that the good people at EA Sports were like, we can't let our kids hear this? And for the record, it turns out it's from the song My Way, and he says the word booze and the word bar.
Yeah, you can't have that.
And they cut out booze and bar. I'm like,
wow,
that's insane.
There's some reason why on the DoorDash when I ordered McDonald's.
Did you get the orange hot tea, by the way?
No, they don't let you order like soft drinks on there.
Say what?
I couldn't find Coke or Sprite or anything.
There's
something wrong. But I'm telling you, I looked at it over and over, and I'm like, I got to be doing something. But no, it didn't show up. So because we got tea and lemonade. Anyway, Kentucky men's basketball had a media opportunity yesterday. Thank you, Trevor, again for closing out the show yesterday.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
That was it's always stressful trying to get there and do the show and get in and in the Gameday Mens Health text line. Let me go ahead and shout that out really fast because we got a texter, Big Money Mook, who put in the best text of the day. Do we have a text of the day award yet? You know, KSR has the text of the show.
Why not?
Yeah, I mean,
we should.
What's
okay? So it's
DoorDash
502-414-1450. Get your text in to the Gameday Men's Health text line. This text from Big Money Mook says, "Boys, NBA Street Volume 2 had an absolute banger of a soundtrack. Also, MVP Baseball 2005. That's the best soundtrack in all of video games, right there. I have that playlist saved on my Spotify. I listen to it all the time. That's the best soundtrack." 2004 MVP Baseball was good too, but 2005, I can listen to that thing on shuffle and not change a song. It was great.
There's still the Madden, I think it's 01. They, like I said, the Nappy Roots, it had Bon Jovi, it had the We're Gonna Party Hard, yeah, and Andrew WK, I think was on. Like that, I still hear those songs, and it gives me flashbacks to the.
I want to know where they find some of them because these are not bands that are very popular at all.
Sometimes
but the songs, like, they absolutely hit.
Sometimes, I mean, the record companies buy those spots in those games. I mean, they pay for to have them put on there. What was the year that I think LeBron did the whole soundtrack?
Are you reading the text that nobody's sitting in?
No, I haven't read any text yet.
You should pull those up.
The ones that you've already read or have not read?
I haven't read all of them.
I've seen a couple on here that look like they have not been read yet.
I'll let you read. I don't want to start any radio beef. You know, I'm not into that game yet. I'm too new at this.
Not me. I'll talk all kinds
to go into radio wars.
We'll go to junk. I don't know how this is a Radio War 1 texture to say. Seinfeld seasons 8 and 9 dropped off hard after Larry David. I disagree with that. I mean, maybe I guess you can have that opinion, but and there were some hit and misses in season 9, but season 8 and 9. I mean, you've got the Susie. That's which is one of my favorite episodes of all time. I can't agree with that one. I think the Seinfeld 8 and 9 were much better than Office 7 through whenever it finished up. You read the one from Big Money Mook, I believe, about the.
I should save the guy's name here. His name is Nobody. We got introduced to him yesterday. He is very prominent on our YouTube channel.
Will you say you're gonna save him?
Yes. Hopefully it worked, but I think I did. The 606 is messaging in. Ty, these are your people.
No. 859.
What's that's right. They changed it.
859 over here.
Lexington used to be 606, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What's Blue Chew?
Google it.
Yeah.
I get these ads for no reason all the time.
Now, if I Google this, am I going to start just seeing it constantly on my?
Yes, you will.
Yeah, that's a good point. I get the. I mean, like. The YouTube
texter says we should sponsor, but then said I wouldn't like it or something.
Said he would hurt himself.
Well, how would I hurt myself?
He also said yesterday, damn it, the show is too short. Cutler is still on.
That sounds like.
I like Adam. Jeez.
Yeah,
Alan Cutler.
I love the guy. Yeah. You know his name.
No, I like the Cut Man a lot.
Well, this thing doesn't have a Wikipedia page. Just a bunch of what I don't see. It looks like a. Is it Viagra?
I think that's the gist of it. Yeah. I guess it's just a newer version of it.
Oh, okay. I don't know if my heart can take Viagra. I did Viagra one time ever in my life.
Just for fun?
Well, for her
just
fun.
like recreationally?
Yeah, you know what? Today's the day. I'm going to try it. Just sit there in the house watching TV. Just eat popcorn. Yeah. Sit there. Oh, wow. Whoa, what do we got going on here?
I was watching the NFL draft, and I was like,
oh, well, look, I don't got to bend down no more. Here we go.
I was watching the NFL draft, and I felt like I would see which one lasts longer, the draft or me.
Oh, my God.
Moving on.
You mean the NBA draft, the 2-night one? Is that what you're saying?
I went 2 nights. That's right.
Wisconsin guy Carrico says, Seinfeld seasons 8 and 9 are terrible compared to 3 through 7. Larry left, and the writers leaned into the extreme of every character, lazy writing. That's kind of what happened to The Office. Go look at how Kevin Malone acted in seasons 1 and 2 and how he acts in seasons 8 and 9. They really do get away from them. Same thing with a show I really liked growing up, Boy Meets World. Do y'all remember that show?
Yes.
I watched it like the first season, but that was at that age where
it was a little bit too young.
Yeah, like the first season I enjoyed it a little bit, but then literally after that I got.
It was cool. Like you kind of grew up with them. They just kept the show going, but they kind of had Eric Matthews. He was a normal 18-year-old, and then as he got older into his like 20s, he's just a total goofball, and it just got away from who they were.
You saw that too with like shows like I love how like a show like How I Met Your Mother, like the Barney, the Barney Stinson character is goofy to begin with, and Friends with Joey's the same way, but it's like by midway through the show they just become almost caricatures of themselves.
Yes, that's
like
exactly
they're just over the
Yeah.
top and goofy, and it's just kind of like, okay, now and sometimes you can only just go so far with the characters like that, and that's what happens. I do understand both the texters saying you do see a difference after Larry David left, but I do think still 8 and 9 hold up. So
I gotta watch it. I mean, it's like historic TV.
Have you never watched Seinfeld?
No, and I know that they did the last episode. They like aired it at like Times Square while it was airing live, and it was a whole big thing. They acted like it was a New Year's Eve party there or something. So I feel like I gotta watch it just because of what it did for. It's a big thing for television. I think they had one of the largest live audiences in television history for the finale.
Yeah, it was. I think I looked at this list of like the largest finales watched, like the top 25, and I think it was. I want to say it was in like number 6 or 7 overall.
Man,
I mean, which is saying a lot. I think it was also the newest as well. Because I mean, most of your big numbers were when you had 3 channels, so everyone was watching. It was either watch MASH or 2 other shows. So that was, I think, the only reason. The biggest spinoff, or the only spinoff on that list, by the way, was Frasier. I remember.
Yeah,
I've had
no need. I'm not going to watch that.
But with Seinfeld, like I got TJ to watch it a few years ago, maybe almost probably 10 years ago now. But like his biggest beef, and this may come up with you, is that like he's watching it and he's like, I don't know, like every episode, I'm like, if they had a cell phone, it would be pointless. Because there's a lot of moments where it's the modern technology would almost just dissolve the entire
That's most
episode.
of the things. Actually, Seinfeld's whole gimmick, I wouldn't say gimmick, like he's a very successful comedian, but a lot of it is like just him not looking things up. Like, what is it about this? And it's like, well, if you just, I mean, I know that's the bit, but if you Google, like, the answers are there. I like Jerry Seinfeld. I like his like, what is it about you get in a cab, you take an Uber, you get on the train, have you heard him do that?
No,
he
does
the
wordplay. No.
Yeah,
he always does. What's the deal with?
Yeah.
But George Costanza is the heart and soul of that show. George Costanza to me is maybe in terms of at least sitcoms, the greatest character ever. That's the pedestal I put him on.
Big Money Mook says, "Man, I have found my people. You guys are so right. Office made me angry with Aaron's character and also Dwight. How I Met Your Mother made Robin an unwatchable character at the end. The writers for these shows made a fan like myself not tune in because I couldn't stand it."
The only thing I do love about How I Met Your Mother is that of all sitcoms, they were really good about the continuality of the skits and stuff. Like Friends, you could watch it if you watch all the way through. At some point you'll be like, "Hey man, that doesn't make sense. They said this and this last season. Now they're saying that." And most sitcoms don't care that much to do it. That's one thing I did like about How I Met Your Mother.
Well, I want to know
the last season.
I just want to know what Big Money Mook doesn't like about what they did with Dwight, because I actually liked Dwight. I mean, and the later he kind of took. He was the cool guy in the show, not Jim anymore. Like
really,
I thought so.
Post-season. When Pam was pregnant with the second kid is about when I stopped watching.
I like. Is it because Jenna Fisher was actually pregnant? You were just like,
oh, I didn't even realize that. No, I just, I don't know. I just got at that point. It was like I feel like I was repeating myself. They were repeating everything with me.
Yeah, they kind of were. But that's what happens to those shows. They go on too long. That's why Ricky Gervais wrapped it up after 2 seasons. That's it. What else are we gonna do?
I'm very rare. Like, do you finish when you watch a sitcom or a television show in general? Like, do you like power through and want to finish it? Because I think there's less than a handful I have probably watched.
I'm like that way. I'm that way with books too. Like even there's books that I'm midway through it and this isn't grabbing my attention. Like right now I'm trying to read it's a very popular book. Everybody's told me to read it, Brave New World. It was written in the 30s and it sounds like it was written in the 30s and I just can't get I just can't get into it and I'm trying, but I'm like I got to finish it. I can't just put it on the shelf and say DNF. So,
Ty, what about you, buddy? What about television you watching?
The greatest show of all time, The Wire. I mean,
there's no doubt about that.
The Wire is something you can watch from the start to the finish and can't miss an episode.
You have to tell people if you get bored during season 2, don't, because once it's over, you're going to realize A, it was awesome, and B, everything is connected to all 5 seasons.
I haven't seen it.
You've never seen The Wire?
The Wire is arguably the greatest.
It's got a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It is, yeah.
Like the way they tell the story from start to finish, and you're following everything as it grows up. And it even talks about the media and how the media kind of plays a part into this whole orchestra.
All right, I'll tell you. This is a spoiler. First season is how the drug game is done.
Correct.
Second season is how the drugs are required.
Wait, third season this? From Hardball?
Yeah,
I guess,
yeah, Michael B. Jordan, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
third season is Amsterdam. That's all I can say.
Oh, my God.
Season 4 is the next generation, the kids. And season 5 is the media.
Yep.
And they're all connected. And hey,
Idris Elba's in this?
A man comes in here and says, my boy can be anything he wants, except a soldier.
Yeah.
What good does that do for me?
All right, we're watching it. Jacqueline, if you're listening, we're watching The Wire.
Weebay for 2 hours. Okay?
Oh, my God. No. You can also quote, the famous line that everybody says, when you come at the king, you best not miss.
Hey, you bet.
Yeah.
I still send a birthday gift to my friends from the greatest cold open ever in season 4 when Snoop buys the drill. Oh, hey, you earn that bump like an MFer. All right, $800. That's all good.
Man, it's the Cadillac of drills.
He meant Lexus, but he don't know.
We got to take a break. When we come back, we are going to talk about what we heard yesterday at the media availability with Zoom Diallo, Braden Hawthorne, and Justin McBride. And Ty, people love Justin McBride after the interviews. I mean, I've seen so many comments on our YouTube channel underneath the interview. We have 32 minutes we did with Justin McBride yesterday, and the comments are, already love this guy, probably my favorite player already. We're picking favorites, really like this kid, and thank you. Every comment I'm looking at right now is how much they like him. But my takeaway, the guy I got to talk to, Zoom Diallo, he might be my favorite player. That guy is going to be a leader. I'm really excited to see what he does on the court. But right now, these guys are saying all the right things. They're pressing all the right buttons. So we'll talk about that. We'll go through some of the things they said when we come back. You're listening to Kentucky Roll Call on Big X Sports Radio.
ain't slept 7 days, heaven 83. Methamphetamine has got a damn good hold of me. My tweaker friends have got me to the point of no return. I just took the lighter to the bulb and watched it burn. This life is
It's not the same. It's got me here. Welcome back to Kentucky Roll Call here on Big X Sports Radio. Billy Strings Friday.
This could be on the wire.
This could be played at the World Cup.
Now, if they sung this after the World Cup, that would be awesome. It's not the same. It's not the same.
It works. It works.
That would be. I mean, tell me how great. The rest of the world would be like, they're singing about Coke in a baggie?
So I got a question for you guys. It's not really a dilemma, but it's just okay. So last night after the game, I had to finish working on that video I've been talking about so much. I'm really proud of it. You know, it's a video that I did. What's that?
So look forward to watching it. Actually, I saw you just tweeted something about it.
Yeah, it's gonna be on KSR YouTube at 3 p.m. And I've been working on it for a couple weeks, and I'm really excited about it. And there's very few times where I edit something that I look forward to watching it when it comes out because I've seen this video so many times I can't watch it again. But I'm actually excited about it. And because I thought I could have it done in 15 minutes after the game, so I put my work on pause. The United States game ends. I'm kind of disappointed about it, and then I'm like, all right, let me finish this video and I'll go to bed. Ended up being another couple hours that I was still working on it. So I went to bed at around 3, and then my wife got up to leave for work, and it was like 7:45. And so when she gets up, or when she leaves for work is when I get up, because I feel guilty. Like I feel like she has to get up and go into work, and I don't really have to be up for like another hour, really.
I mean, I would say goodbye, and then she walks out the door and go back to bed.
But yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Is that okay? Would that be acceptable?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's there like an hour anyway.
Yeah, I think I'd feel kind of like a bum. Like if my wife's getting up and having to drive in this rain and go to work, and I'm just, all right, I was up making a video about the 1998 comeback Cats. Sorry, I'm exhausted. I'm going to stay asleep. Like, it just doesn't sound like, if I had to get up and go do, like, real work, like, that might be one thing, but it's like, I'm going to roll out of bed and in a t-shirt and underwear start editing videos. You know what I mean? Like, that's...
I might not word it that way to her.
Yeah.
I would maybe change the wording slightly, but...
I hate getting up early. I hate it. I hate it. Like, we set up an entire world where if you don't wake up at 7 a.m., then you're a POS, and I just don't abide by that thinking. I don't like it. I think that some people actually do better work later in the day, and I think that I'm one of those people. I do some of my best thinking and best work when the rest of the world is quiet. That's how I can have my time to think.
I mean, you want to switch to my schedule? Let me tell you what my schedule is.
What is your schedule?
Okay, so let's say, okay, so I go to work at 9. I get off at 5 a.m.
Okay.
Then on top of that, then I do my edits.
Yeah.
Then
I don't know when you sleep.
You're a third shift guy.
Yeah. So then I'll do my edits. Then on a Friday, I'll stay up all day, and then I'll come here, do the show, go back to Lexington, sleep from probably 5 until 7-ish, wake right back up.
Have you been to sleep? Have you been asleep since last night?
No.
Oh, my gosh, Ty.
I've done radio shows like that, but not recently.
Yeah, no, I mean, but then if I'm streaming that day, I will stream from a couple hours and then go to edits. You know, you just get used to it after a while.
You throw the baseball.
I don't know how you do that.
By the way,
the baseball fell.
Okay, I heard something. I was like, I'm watching you. By the way, I don't know if you know this. I can see you.
I know.
Like, I love how you're just sitting there relaxed, your leg up on the window right now.
I mean, like, I went to work today in
flip-flops
and socks.
Hey. I'm wearing sweatpants and a t-shirt. What's your point?
No, but this is why I wear to work. So.
I used to work third shift at UPS, and then I worked nights at WHAS for 5 years, and I absolutely hate getting up early. I've given up full careers because they said, well, you need to be in at this time. Like, all right, well, fine. I just won't be that then.
I was with you. I've had multiple jobs. I think Mike had me number at one time. I think I was at like 27. Most of those came in my teen years when I did like a McDonald's job for like a day and a half. Got my chicken McNugget meal my second day and then bounced. That was jobs like that. I worked Subway twice. Both were like 2 days combined.
You had to get up early for the Subway?
No, I just was lazy and didn't want to work there.
Oh, okay.
I think someone called and was like, "Hey, I'm rolling some up. You want to come hang?" I was like, "Okay, screw the job." But I did work third shift once, and I'll never forget. Me and a buddy of mine, we were in between jobs, and a friend of ours offers like, "Hey, I work at this factory. They've got third shift opening. You want to do a factory gig? It's easy. You just sit there, at a machine, yada yada, for, do the third shift." And me and my buddy at the time, I think it was maybe 2019 or something. He's a little older, and we were like, "Oh, this would be perfect. I mean, we're up all night anyway, just hanging out, playing video games and chilling. Like,
might as well earn money.
Might as well earn some money."
Yep.
It took 1 day and a half, I think.
And you were gone?
To realize that there's a large difference between baked and playing video games from midnight until 5 a.m.
Right.
And actually having to do work from midnight to 5 a.m. We went outside on our cigarette break and just left. I've done it a lot, unfortunately.
No, that's a good way to leave.
The worst part about it was our friend called us the next day and
Bosses
said,
usually love that.
Oh, 100%. They love that.
My buddy called us like a day or two later and said, "Thanks, guys. They eliminated outdoor cigarette breaks because of you." Like, they were afraid more people were just going to just run off. And luckily, this was at a time when you could stop smoking sections indoors. That ain't happening. But yeah, that's my only third shift job was a factory in J-Town.
The Dirty J. That's my home city. There we go. So we did talk to some Kentucky players yesterday. Let's go through some quotes. Trevor, Ty, you guys ready for this? Actually, let's answer the text in the Gameday Men's Health text line that has to do with this. Gameday Men's Health, they are redefining men's wellness. No shortcuts, just results. Testosterone, peptides, weight loss, and sexual performance therapy. Visit GamedayMensHealth.com. Defining a new era of men's health. I almost did that from memory for the first time. I keep seeing how far I can go before I have to look at the thing. All right, there we go. We're catching on. Okay, the text into the Gameday Men's Health text line is from UK Rob. He says, "What was wrong with Hawthorne yesterday? Seemed aggravated and like he didn't want to be there. Some guys are better at the media stuff than others. I think what people are going to see in that Braden Hawthorne interview is a kid trying to show some confidence, but not saying anything with confidence. So he's talking about how, like, I'm a unique player. He's talking about all the things he can do and people can't stop him. But he's saying it in such a quiet voice that I'm like, you don't really believe that. But maybe he does. He just is not good on camera. So he needs a little media training. That's okay. A guy that doesn't, as I mentioned, is Zoom Diallo. And Zoom had so many good quotes yesterday. He was asked about being a leader, and if he holds back a little bit, trying to get acclimated in, get to know his teammates. And Ty, he said, "No, I don't, because I'm here to win games. I have a job to do, and my job is to win games for Kentucky and for BBN. And so I'm not going to be nice." He has been, as other players have said, very vocal, and that's usually a nice way of saying this guy pisses us off in pickup games because he's jawing so much. But you need some of that, Ty, right?
You do. But if we're taking Zoom and Braden, you're taking those. So you're seeing a guy that's been there. You see a guy that's has been there. I've done this. I know what it takes to succeed. Now, he didn't do it in Washington, but I'm just saying he knows what it takes. But you have this other kid that is just finding his way. It's like a lost, I don't want to call him a lost puppy, but he just doesn't know what they know yet. Once he gets it, then he's going to be able to be like, yeah, I am him. I am that guy. But Zoom is that guy that, from what I've heard from you all talk about it, that guy is the guy that he's going to put the team in his backpack and say, hey, let's go. Y'all ready to go? I'm going to take us there. If you want to come, if not, get off this bus because this car is going. This bus is moving. We need you. All right. If not, get off here. I want everybody on this team here. If not, get away from us.
Tell me if you think that I'm onto something here, okay? I thought really last year no one really stepped up to be the leader. Like Ortega, was the guy. But he never really had, even though on the court he had just give me the ball, and I'll take over. It wasn't vocal about it. I felt like it sounds like Zoom's going to be vocal about hey, I'm running the point. I'm the quarterback of this team, and you all I'm the leader.
I used to describe those guys as the ones that when the other team was going to shoot a free throw, he'd be the one that grabs everybody and pulls them in that little mini huddle at the free throw line.
But
that's always to me like the kind of an example of a leader on the court.
Well, it depends because there's a designated guy a lot of times, and a lot of times it is the point guard that brings the guys together and say, "Hey, come on, let's get this together." Because when I was coach, we had the designated guy, and his name was Amari. He was the captain, and he was the guy that got at every huddle. Hey, come on, let's go, let's get it. So it might be. Zoom. It might be somebody else, but yeah, you're right. It's got to be if it's him, the team's going to be just fine. But what scares me a little bit is I need Malachi to be a little bit more vocal too, though.
And I don't mean to distract us from staying on the sports topic, but every time you see Zoom, I don't know why, I start getting the Black Eyed Peas song stuck in my head.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Instead of boom, 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 it's
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, but you're like
I've been doing it the whole time.
Now I'm just sitting here talking. I'm like. Zoom,
and he's going to be running Zoom action.
I'm picturing like Fergie, like zoom, zoom, zoom. Let me get that zoom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah, the quote was, "I came here to do a job." Maybe I should send it to you, Trevor. Yeah. I'm already reading it, so I guess not. But like, you all should go check it out on the YouTube channel. Just the way he says it, like you can say these things. Like I said, Braden Hawthorne had some decent quotes, but they don't come off that way. Zoom means business, and he said, "I came here to do a job. I have a job to do. Win games for Kentucky basketball and BBN. I can't afford being shy to my teammates, my coaches, the fan base, or myself."
That sounds like a kid that knows the opportunity that he has in front of him, and he's going to capitalize on that.
You get to be the leader at Kentucky, one of the 5 big basketball programs, the winningest basketball program in the history of the sport, and the team with the best winning percentage in all the sport. They know, and he knows the expectations. There are certain guys who, when they come here, some of them talk about how they know it, and some of them I feel like actually get it. Like, oh, I'm at Kentucky. Now it ain't like we can't lose 12 games.
Do you think it's because he has a sour taste from Washington?
Yeah. Oh, well, and then also, we mentioned it on the show on, I think, Wednesday that Fran Fraschilla over there on ESPN is calling him out, saying he's at best a mid-SEC point guard.
I have a problem with him tweeting back just a little bit.
Okay, let's talk to me about that. We can debate about this a little bit. I loved it,
and I see that side, but after seeing like Pope saying I have a Ferrari, we don't need any other distractions.
That's a fair point.
I just need everything.
That's why I was glad that when he clapped back, he didn't do it in a way that was like it was kind of as respectful as you could be.
100%.
It wasn't Mikael Brown Jr.'s day.
But I agree. Like we held the Ferrari. Yeah, exactly. We held the Ferrari thing against Mark Pope all last year.
100%. I still do.
So like, could that, if he ends up being a mid-tier SEC player, then I think that quote retweet could come back
on him. But
I don't think that's going to be an issue.
No, I don't either. But I would rather him be locked in, and he is locked in, but I would rather my team not worry about outside distractions and just focus on being the best cohesive unit to be put on the court in November. I don't need everyone's going to say what they want. Like we've heard people say, "Oh, Alex ain't going to be this, Zoom ain't going to be this. They can't play." They don't have to answer everybody. Let's just focus on what we have at the task at hand.
I like the his demeanor and everything in the interviews yesterday. I've even liked the way he's handled himself on social media. That's okay, Ty. We can disagree with that. That's all right. There were other quotes though that he had yesterday that I really liked. He said, for one, I know Kentucky basketball. The standard there is there's no losing over here. We can't afford to lose. And again, I just think like he gets it. Like, I know some of this stuff is being taught to them, and I know that some of it is they're being trained to say the right things, of course. Yeah. What putting on that uniform means. They know what fans like us want to hear. I get it, but there's also the way that you say it and the way that you word it that will come off more believable, I guess. This is an awesome opportunity if you're Zoom Diallo. He was recruited by Mark Pope a few years ago, and he didn't want to go to BYU and play for Mark Pope. But now that Mark Pope is at Kentucky, he's like, all right, I'll leave the West Coast. He's a West Coast kid, and now he's playing in Lexington. And I think he gets it. I think he gets – I'm not going to say he understands the assignment, but I am going to say that he at least knows, like, this is different than when I played at Washington.
100%. And you said it best when he says, I think yes, they are being pumped like this is we have to make this work, and we have to make this work. But when we see interviews, you can't fake some things. You can shine it up all shiny and
you can even write down the words, but if you don't deliver them, I'm not gonna believe you.
Exactly. You can see through phony. You can see through fake.
Yeah.
You can see like your eyes be like, yeah, and you look down. There's body language, but where he's just sitting like, yeah, what next? Yes, I'm here. Let's go. Like you can see that, and that's the difference. And I do believe that he does know the assignment. And he's ready to cash in.
Here's another great quote from Zoom Diallo. He said, "When I came on my visit, I came off the plane and somebody already knew my name. That was pretty dope. I understand how much fans care about Kentucky basketball. The fact that I'm able to put on a jersey is a blessing and a dream come true." That's not – sometimes guys take it a little too far.
Yeah.
This is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Okay, well, like I've always said, like, if I was a great football player, right, and Notre Dame came and recruited me, I would just know, like, oh, they have a pretty big football tradition at Notre Dame. But it wouldn't feel like, man, I'm putting on, like, the gold helmet. Like, this is big. I wonder how these guys feel when they come to Kentucky when you don't grow up in Kentucky. You didn't grow up a fan. But, of course, he's talking about how he would stay up late and watch Tyrese Maxey play and how he would watch Hamidou Diallo. Is that because they had the same last name? Is that why?
Maybe.
No.
Maybe.
By the way, did they call him Zoom or did they know his actual name?
What's his actual name?
Zoom's is short or a nickname. His actual Christian name.
I see it now.
If it is Christian, I don't know. It's just a term. Vazumana.
Yeah, I actually like that.
Did you think his Christian name was Zoom?
No, well, actually, I thought his real name might be Zoom. Honestly,
yeah.
It's a pretty cool name. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what? I can't laugh at that. Because maybe 20 years ago you could be laughed at for that, but nowadays that makes sense. I can believe
but
that.
But I don't know. Do we call him Orlando Smith or what do we call him? Tubby Smith.
Yeah, Tubby. Yeah.
Do you know Magic Johnson's real name or Spud Webb's real name?
What? His mom did not name him Spud?
Nope. It's Anthony. What about Fat Lever? Remember, how bad does his original name have to be that he got called Fat?
Here's a good text from Big Money. Big Money Mook is on a heater today. I actually want to go back and read it in the final segment, maybe in overtime. Do not let me forget this, Trevor. He has a good tweet. We're arguing about the characters being taken off the rails in some of his favorite shows. We'll go back to that. But his text about the players speaking yesterday, he said, okay, I'll disagree with you guys. They are trained by media professionals to make it sound like they know what this is during the offseason. They'll show if they understand during the losses of this season. When you hit rough times, they will show us who they are.
He's right.
A lot of truth to that.
Doesn't work, though.
A lot of truth to that. Yeah, because it doesn't work when the emotions start coming up, right? I mean, we saw Mo Diabate last year. He said a lot of those things. Everybody last year talked about how much it meant to them to put the Kentucky uniform on, and then when the season was over, there wasn't anybody but Malachi crying in that locker room. They were all ready to throw that jersey away. They were done because it was a miserable season. But I believe that Kobe Brea really appreciated that he was wearing a Kentucky jersey. I think Andrew Carr appreciated it. Lamont Butler. It does matter how well your team does, tied to how you're going to feel about your time here.
100%. I mean, but the thing with that, last year's team was, like I said, I don't know a thing is they generally didn't get along with each other. You can tell it on the court. I don't know any inside information, but they just didn't.
You got it right. I mean, that was a big problem last year.
So if I don't like each other, what do I care if we lose? In a way, you know what I'm saying? What do I care? Like the last game, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Put my name in the portal and get up out of here. Mm-hmm. This is a dumpster fire. I'm ready to go. So does your true feelings come out when you're losing? Yes, but in this instance, yes, they're media trained. We all went through media training. I went through media training at a small college. We knew what to say, but you can tell who is faking and who isn't. You can tell it's beautiful. I love it. This is a dream come true. The big, they're going to say that. But when you see them actually, responding in ways that the media doesn't train them to do, I think that's when you kind of see, the true personality come out.
And we'll get to see it. And right now, these are the things we talk about because it is June 26th. Yeah. And so, you get a chance to talk to them. You do read into everything. I can't help it, not even just as somebody who goes to these things, but just as a fan. I was not there for the Justin McBride interview, and I'm reading through his quotes this morning going, man, that's a good quote. I'm going to like this guy. I'm not even talking about his play. Like, I don't even know. Maybe, I like their personalities. Ansley Almanor, there's another. That guy loved that he wore that Kentucky jersey. It really meant something to Ansley that he is a Kentucky Wildcat. Like, that he'll tell people about that's his story for the rest of his life is going to be what he did at Tennessee and Mississippi State. And he accepted a smaller role to come in because putting that uniform on meant something to him. Some of these guys, it is authentic, and some of them know that that's what you say to get the fans to like you. That's what you say to maybe get a few NIL deals. Like, I agree. Like, it's not – I do take what they say with a grain of salt right now. Yeah. But here's another one right here. On why Kentucky feels different. This is Justin McBride. He said waking up in the morning and walking into the facility and just to see he describes what it's like how awesome this facility is. He's like, this is how serious they take it. Here's all the NBA players that have come through here. Is it 61 now? 61 first-round draft picks?
Yep, 61.
He said it gives you motivation every day. It's a privilege to be here. He could say the same lines that past players have said, but he's giving something specific. Walking in here and seeing seeing the history, seeing the shots of the fans. There was a really cool thing that the Chicago Cubs did in 2016 or I guess it was the offseason of 2015. They were trying to recruit John Lester to be one of their starting pitchers.
Could we save the story for the top?
And we will
hour?
save that story for the second hour. It's a good story, and it's something that the Kentucky staff did in parts of their recruitment and showing these guys the vision of what it could look like to win at Kentucky. We'll talk about that. Second hour of Kentucky Roll Call coming up on Big X Sports Radio.
This is Kentuckiana's only locally owned sports talk, the Big X, AM 1450.
could have saved that for the air. We had a good little conversation going, Trevor. Welcome back to Kentucky Roll Call here on Big X Sports Radio, second hour.
You look so relaxed on the YouTube, by the way.
I know. It's Friday, man. Let me set up for everybody. Get real serious.
I mean, no offense. If I leaned back like that and you think you were having a stressful week, think about the chair trying to hold me up.
These are good chairs,
like
Trevor.
if I leaned back in that chair, my chair would just snap like a twig.
We were having a good talk. By the way, you're listening to Kentucky Roll Call on Big X Sports Radio. I'm Stephen Peak. You just heard the voice of Trevor Kelsey, and we got Coach Ty Johnson joining us all the way from Lexington, driving in the rainstorm, passing 3 wrecks on his way down 64 West.
Wait, so, Ty, you live in Lexington, too?
Yeah, I live in Lexington, yeah.
Man, we need to get Ty more talking time. He's going to come in here. I mean,
I know.
He hasn't slept. He's driving in from Lexington.
He may have to host the show by himself one day. I don't know when I'm gone in July.
They almost don't. They got to entice me to drive here from Westport Road.
My God. It's fun. Here's the thing, though. It'll be all the way honest. This is fun. Like, I get to talk about Kentucky basketball, have fun with you two. I mean, shoot, it's not even like the job's fun.
The Coach Ty Show on Twitter.
TYE, not Ty. TYE.
Yeah, sorry. That's okay. Good point, because I had not been doing that any of the weeks you come in. Is this week 4 or 5?
4.
Week 4 that Ty has been here.
Week 4.
At the Coach TYE Show on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Give him a follow. That's how I found Coach Ty, was actually on TikTok. He was just over there spitting a lot of facts about Kentucky basketball, and I was like, let's just get this guy in. I didn't know you were willing to drive in 4 times already. Definitely appreciate it. And Ty and I, Trevor, we were talking during the break. I left off the first hour talking about how the Cubs recruited John Lester to come to Chicago, and how it relates to how Kentucky has pitched this to the current group of Kentucky basketball players. And that was, they made a video, Trevor.
A video?
They made a video to make John Lester see this is what it will look like to win a World Series in Chicago, for the Cubs. They had a World Series in Chicago in 2006 for the White Sox.
And inside that video was a giant check.
The money it's the same thing, right? I mean, but he was going to get a big check somewhere. If he'd have stayed in Boston, I'm sure he would have got a big check.
You think he watched the video?
He did. He said that's the reason he decided to go.
It wasn't a big check.
The video, but I'm sure the big check, alongside the big check, it helped. But he was going to get a big check no matter where he went. And the pitch from, I always get Theo Epstein. That you get the Epstein name. You can go. You never know what island you're talking about.
Think Theo's thinking about changing his last name there?
He might. He should. So Theo Epstein and the front office staff in Chicago made a video where they made it like it's a newsreel. They're showing this massive parade that would happen, and kind of how John Lester's name could be forever remembered, not just in Chicago, but all over the world, as being one of the guys who helped end the Cubs' 108-year World Series drought. Well, Kentucky's kind of pitched that to these guys. I even heard that they did use videos to help recruit some of the players. I don't know if it was the exact same thing, but just showing them and explaining to them the vision of what it would be like to win at Kentucky, because it is different. You can win a national championship at UCLA.
Well, then maybe not in the last 30 years.
But I'm just saying, like, Mick Cronin could take a team somehow to the national championship and win it. You can win at Gonzaga. You could win at UNLV. But it will not mean as much to you as the winner, the champion, than it would if you were at Kentucky and did it.
The party at UNLV would be pretty good, though.
It would be fun.
Oh, man.
But when you win in Kentucky, when you win a national championship playing for Kentucky, or if you're the Alabama star running back, or if you're the Alabama star quarterback, you don't die. You are immortalized.
You don't even have to win a title as long as you're loved. I mean, look at
John Wall.
Look at great example.
I agree, but
look at Richie Farmer. He won nothing, still got a political job, was crooked in that job, and still is loved.
Yeah, but he did win. Like, he didn't win a title, but he did. He won an SEC championship.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, that's the level for winning an SEC title. Imagine winning a title.
Yeah, I mean, like, there are names that, like, me as a kid growing up, like, I was always taught about Jack Goose Givens' 41 points against Duke.
That was 48, but you're probably right.
It was 41.
You would know better than me.
and Rick Roby and James Lee and Kyle Macy, these guys will be taught to the next generation and the generation after that and the generation after that. And when you win in Kentucky, it just means more, Ty, as we like to say in the Southeastern Conference.
It does. I mean, even being around a lot of the players like Eric Daniels, Twan, even Jared Prickett, working for Jared Prickett, it meant something. Like, it was like a brotherhood. See a lot of those players come back, to the KBA, and, they're talking about their times when they had in Kentucky. It's just so different, because I'll never forget, what was it, 2012 when we won the championship. I'll never forget. I was downtown when they won it.
Oh,
and,
man, that's
oh
fun.
my God. Like, literally, you could go to any bar, any club. They were just like, it was just like you were just going everywhere. It was just, there was something about winning that title and seeing just everyone just get along. There was no,
Yeah.
you're like,
Everybody's your brother.
yeah, let's go. Shots on me.
Yeah.
Like bars were just giving shots out for free. People were, it was just like, it's just so different in Kentucky. And that's, I'll even go as far as my show is seeing how passionate Big Blue Nation is about basketball. It doesn't matter, if you could strike up a conversation with anybody about Kentucky basketball and they're going to know facts. They're going to, hey, where were you here? Where were you there? And it's that common ground that you can have. You might not have the, same skin color. You might not have anything, but one thing you can come agree with is Kentucky basketball. And that's what makes it great.
That shade of blue. It doesn't matter, how different you are, what your political beliefs are. It's this great unifier. I totally agree. And the one thing that I've gotten to do with this job is travel the country, even travel outside of the country a couple times, and see how big the Kentucky brand is. I didn't realize it. And I know I mentioned this on the show before, and maybe even with you, Ty, but I didn't realize how big Muhammad Ali was until he died, and everybody came in for that funeral. And, because I just think it's like a local thing. Like, we're all very proud of Muhammad Ali because we live in Louisville. But it took him dying for me to understand, because of, how much it meant to everyone else around the world. That's how I am with Kentucky basketball, that I thought, we care about it a lot here. It's a big thing.
Did you ever get a chance to meet Ali?
No, I didn't.
But you, Ty?
Never did.
Did you get to meet him?
Not personally. He did a speaking arrangement when I was in middle school, my 6th grade year at Westport.
That's
so.
Cool.
I got to kind of walk up and say hello, but he was surrounded by other kids and people and stuff. So that was as close as I ever got, but that was still pretty. I was still in awe.
But it's a big deal. Like, Kentucky basketball is a big deal, and I think trying to explain it to the new players, who I still say guys who play there, they don't get it until afterwards. Do you feel like when you talk to those guys, do they talk about their time in Kentucky a lot?
Yeah, they do. And when you're in that moment, you don't get it because you got to think you're going to practice, your film study, you're doing all these things, and yeah, it's great. You see the fans, hey, what's going on? Taking pictures, signing autographs, but once it's gone and you come back and you're still getting the same love, you're still getting the same passion that you got as a player.
Do people recognize Antoine Barber when y'all go out? Still?
Yeah. I mean,
wow.
They still Eric, you know what I'm saying? They still know those guys, and they you're like those games that they had. Hey, I remember you when you did this. I remember you when you did that. And even Jared Prickett, seeing, watching, have him coming out and all that, the junior Wildcat leagues and all that stuff. Like, they remember. It's like they will never forget what they did. And I really believe you don't know what you have until you come back and see this fan base.
They remember you. You didn't forget.
Yeah, no.
There's been so many other players come through and play and win more games and all of that, but I will not forget Eric Daniels' putback against Mississippi State and how I jumped on my dad's hand down in our basement celebrating on that. It was a lucky play. But Eric was right there in the right time, and he caught it, laid it in at the buzzer. Didn't get another one of those, Ty, until 2026, January 14th, 2026. We went that long without having a walk-off shot, and Malachi ended the streak for us.
There's, if you're watching on YouTube, there's an issue with the YouTube connection.
Okay.
It's out of my hands, unfortunately. It's just saying that YouTube is responding slowly.
Have you tried calling YouTube?
Good luck.
I wonder how would I even get an automated person?
I don't know. Do they have a phone number even?
Yeah,
they
do.
I had to deal with an app recently, a sports gambling app, and like I was having issue getting logged in.
Having an issue with losing all my money.
Exactly.
And I'm trying to get.
We're trying to save your money, Trevor.
I'm trying to pay you.
Get them to fix it.
So I go on there and I'm like, hey, because I wasn't getting emails for like my reset of my password, and so I go on there and it's like some AI automated answering, and it's like, how can we help you? And I tell them the problem, like, we will send you an email with an issue. I'm like, I'm not getting the email. I was like, can I have a number to call? We can't give out our phone number. So I finally get a hold of the number, and I can't get a human person there either. I get like every reply I tried to go through gave me the same thing. Yeah. Leave a message, and someone will respond to you via email right away. I don't get the emails. Still can't get on that damn app, by the way.
It's probably a good thing.
Yeah,
it's a good thing. There was a time I wanted to put a bunch of money on Arkansas to beat Kentucky because I thought, I'll hedge my emotions there.
Yeah.
So we got into a state like, they don't allow gambling here. So I guess I can't do it. And it's a good thing, guys.
Oh. They don't allow gambling in Arkansas?
I didn't know that.
I don't know if it was Arkansas or it couldn't have been Tennessee. It was one of the games that Kentucky won, and I thought, like, I'm just going to bet a bunch of money. That way, if Kentucky loses, I still will have a financial gain. But if they win, I go, oh, okay, I would have paid, $100. I don't bet a whole lot. Like that $100 is like
that's a lot of money.
Yeah. This is not a smart thing to do. This is just a risk.
I'm a $10 or $20 guy myself.
Did y'all take advantage of when gambling first started here, online betting, that you would bet $5 and got $2.50? Did y'all ever?
We did. We had a little KSR thing. We had a special we were doing.
Yeah. I've never done those things. I've always just gambled my money.
All right. Yeah, okay.
Did you not?
Out of principle, I don't want to take their money. All right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it my own way. I'm a self-made man.
Hey, I paid my rent off that.
My favorite gambling is one day I don't know.
Good. That's smart.
I was kind of like a tie. I'd been up really late, and like it was during during the conference tournaments. I was about ready to pass out. I thought, I'm just gonna bet a parlay like 10 games for like $1 or something. Went to bed, fell asleep, woke up at like 3 in the afternoon. I had like $2,500 in my account. I'm like, where did this come from?
Woke up at 3 in the afternoon.
I hit all the games.
Good way to stick that in there. Great job.
Well, that was me getting up early, too.
Oh,
the sun was getting ready to set. Look down.
How can they not do gambling in Arkansas? Isn't Hot Springs, Arkansas, like the Vegas of the South?
I don't know. Maybe they do.
I heard it's a pretty fun
It was
town.
just a good story, Trevor. Don't try to ruin a good story.
See, you lean too much into it. Just let it flow.
All right, so we got to do some football talk because Will Stein just keeps killing it in the whole recruiting thing. We won't talk about guys that flip to South Carolina. We don't talk about them anymore.
Well, it's because they overbid, don't they?
That's all it is.
I mean,
that's the only reason. Who wouldn't want to play for Will Stein? So yesterday he got another big time get, a 4-star Sean Fox, the linebacker, and I was not really arguing with Roush about this. We were just talking on our show on Tuesday about how I said if the Kentucky goes 5-7, but they beat Alabama, or let's say they beat Tennessee, then I would be like, yeah, great year. I don't know how to change my expectations of Kentucky football. Every year that Kentucky's had a great season in my life, and a great season, I mean, the 9-3, the years they won 9 regular season games and then won the Citrus Bowl, they kind of came out of nowhere. I didn't expect 2018 to be that good. Didn't expect 2021 to be that good. And so I've never really known how to go into any Kentucky football season with high expectations, Ty. Mm-hmm. You said you've never been to a Kentucky football game before.
Never been.
We got to change that this year. Get
really? You've never been to
Kroger Field.
I've never been.
I actually went to every home game from like 89 to 92.
Now I've tailgated.
What? And how are you not a fan?
Because did you not watch the Bill Curry era?
They were pretty bad.
For the record, my uncle had season tickets, which is why I was able to go, because he would get them to hand out as like gifts to customers, but no one ever wanted them. So
that's sad. That's back when the end zone was open on the. Right.
You want to talk about old school? He would do 2 tickets. He'd go in with the game with his 1 ticket. Halftime, he'd run back out to the car, get some booze, get a little food, and then use the second ticket to come
He didn't need to do that. That's when they were handing out halftime passes.
I mean, early 90s, I don't think they were. No, they were handing out tickets. They were just giving away tickets.
Well, that's true. But I remember going to games when Tim Couch was the quarterback, and Ty, they would give you a halftime voucher.
Wow, that was
so
like
you can leave and go out and tailgate during halftime and come back with your voucher and come back in.
Oh,
do you remember? So
everyone did that.
The tailgate parking lot before it was a parking lot. It used to be nothing but gravel and grass.
I don't know that because we always parked somewhere ridiculously far away.
See, our tailgating was right by the east entrance, right in front of Nutter Field House.
We were never paying to park. That was something my dad was. We didn't even pay to get tickets to the game.
Wow.
We would go there with no tickets, and we would just wait around. And we always got in by the first quarter. Somebody was like, "Here, I can't sell this one. Just take it."
Yeah, that's now to be fair. At the same time, Louisville really wasn't much better. You'd buy a gallon of Dean's milk and got a ticket. So it's not as if we were like burning up the charts or anything.
But that's like my point is that I don't know how yet to adjust my expectations to even though I've said it. Like UK Rob says Kentucky's going 9-3. I went into one season where I was like, maybe they can go 9-3 again, and that was 2022, and they went 7-5, and they beat Louisville in the last game of the regular season. But it was that wasn't even. Yeah, okay, they were 7-5, and then next year was Devin Leary. That's right. Okay, so yes, I just don't know how to do it, but I'm looking at all the recruiting wins that Will Stein keeps getting, and I hope at some point they're going to make it to where I have to not see football as the holdover, the appetizer for basketball.
Is it because we get our hopes up so high? Like I said, I don't watch football like that. Is it because we get our hopes up so high and then every year it's a letdown in some instances?
I think a lot of Kentucky fans were like that. I think a lot of the younger Kentucky fans who I went to games when Kentucky was winning 2 games a season, just because I thought it was fun. I went to games with my dad and my uncles, and I loved it. We're at the Tennessee game, and it's raining, and we're not leaving, but they're down by 40 points, So, I just got used to going to Kentucky games and finding it enjoyable to go and watch live college football and not expect to win. And then those times when they surprise you and they beat somebody really good. I had a line in one of my videos that was like, we care. We, as Kentucky football fans, we care despite being told our entire lives that we don't compete for championships, that the best that we could do is that every once in a while we can upset somebody who does. And that is all the expectations I've ever had. Give me 1 or 2, oh my God, wins that feel like winning your region in college basketball. Like beating LSU, that moment you were talking about, Ty, in Lexington, where everybody felt like you knew everyone and slapping high fives. I experienced that in 2007 at the Kentucky LSU game, and it had a very similar feel of like we just won something big, but it was just a regular season game. So
that couldn't have been a Jamarcus Russell game, right? Because I hate to tell you something, you saw.
No, that was 2002.
Thank you, Trevor.
Was it Jamarcus Russell who?
Well, he was the Hail Mary, yeah.
That was Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't know that.
I can't remember the receiver. The receiver he actually played in the NFL too, but I think he was one that got in some legal issues. But I might be wrong. But I think the receiver played in the NFL too.
Huh. Yeah. No.
Were you at that game, by the way?
No, I wasn't there. I was at my house, and I had an AAU game in Mid-America, a basketball game, and later that day, and my mom was telling my dad and I as we were celebrating after the field goal, well, don't count your chickens before they hatch. And we're like, okay, Mom, they're going to throw an 80-yard touchdown pass. Sure. Well, my mom knows a little more ball than I thought. And
closely, you can see my friend's almost crying in the end zone as the player's running in.
I mean, Kentucky fans unfortunately had to be one of the examples there of, wait until it's at 0 before you storm the field. Have you seen that video, Ty?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a bad moment. But hey, you know what? It's a Nick Saban coach team. What do you mean? We should have expected it.
Was that Nick Saban?
Yeah.
Louisville beat him when he was at Michigan State.
All right.
Good job.
There you go. Go Cards.
Woo! He also beat us. We actually split. But
L's sky high for that.
But it was Ron Cooper, for God's sakes. I mean, come on.
Nobody says 9-3 with few good tiebreakers could mean playoff berth. I think 9-3.
9-3
can get them in.
It would depend on the rest of the. I would like to think 9-3, and it's not just because it's UK, but I would like to think 9-3 probably would be very borderline not getting in. But I mean, you should have less than 3 losses.
Ty, we're getting you to it. We're getting tied to a game, Trevor, right?
Like what?
We got to get tied to a Kentucky football game.
Oh yeah, we can't be that hard. We can arrange something for you.
Man, we got to get you there, Ty.
I've been tailgating. I've been there, but I never.
We're gonna get you in the stadium, even if just for a little bit. Just go check it out. Check out the vibes. And Will Stein switching things up. Did you see what he put out yesterday? We're gonna be a modern football program, guys. Holy hell, we're actually trying stuff.
Like selling beer?
Well, he did that a few years ago, Trev.
That's right.
What's his nickname again? Hot Honey Pepperoni?
Yeah,
Hot
Honey Baby.
All right, here we go. Saturday. Wear it.
Honey.
Live it. That's the text they put out. They're having a whiteout for the first game of the season. A stripe out versus Alabama. They're doing a blue and white out for the family weekend on September 26th. They're doing a homecoming and a throwback game versus LSU. Throwback unis. Do you guys know the last time Kentucky wore throwback uniforms in football?
When was that?
It's a good question. I'm glad you asked, Ty. It was Ohio back in 2000. Is it 2004 when they lost to Ohio at home? Oh, God. We had to pay, Trevor. We had to pay to watch that game through pay-per-view.
Okay, the first ever UK game in '94, you all went 1-10 and lost to a first ever Division I Louisiana Monroe team that year.
That's a good time. What year was that?
'94. Your only win was Louisville, and then you went on to lose 10 straight after that. You beat us in '94 first game, yeah. Now, how throwback are we talking? We talking like '84?
It's probably going to be like the white uniforms with the Power K. Wait. It's the blue out, so it might be like all blue uniforms.
I like the late '80s Power K uniform.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to see the Power K this year because Will's been wearing it to everything. But we also get a blue out versus Vandy, a blackout versus Florida, and another blue out versus Louisville. I mean, what are we doing? Are we trying? Are we trying or something? What's going on? I love it.
Why are you so demanding on telling your fans what to wear?
Because it's fun. It's fun. There are people who unironically will have that take, Trevor, and I think is T.J. Walker one of the guys? Is he one of them?
That doesn't like being told what to wear.
Don't tell me what. Well, no one. You can. They're not going to just not let you into the building. So, but please assimilate. Like let's all. It's so much fun to do it. Do you see how the other schools do it?
Yeah,
we can do it too.
Like I saw. Like I don't know. Maybe it's just the whole like white out, black out, red out, blue out, green out, yellow out. Like the whole color out has just gotten old to me. Like it's just. It's played out.
It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's not fun. It's not fun. It's not. Look at Penn State when they do the whiteout. Is that not awesome or what?
I mean, I guess, but
it's on the cover of the college football video game because it's so cool.
Okay, first of all, don't compare yourself to anything Penn State does football traditional-wise because that's not going to.
Well, I'm sorry, I forgot how great they are.
Well, yeah, I mean.
Let's look up their records for the last 10 years. When's the last time they won anything of significance?
Maybe not. No, you can say
they went to the playoffs. I know they did that.
Same about Nebraska, but those fan bases are still a lot more hostile. I mean, Nebraska's still selling out, and they suck. Or they Where did their quarterback go, by the way?
Oh, where did he go?
His dad played at Nebraska. I don't know why, just a completely ADHD type moment there.
It's fun. That's why we do it. We do it because it's fun.
Yeah, I guess. Ty, have you never been to like a Louisville game either? I mean, you've been to a college football game?
No, I've never been to a college football game.
You've been to UK basketball, right?
No. I take it back. I took a kid on a recruiting trip to Miami, Ohio, and they gave us tickets to go watch a game. And
okay.
So I did go to Miami.
Was Ben Roethlisberger there?
Shut up.
They beat us in a bowl game. By the way, you took a kid to a game. That can't be a recruiting violation, can it?
No, I was
okay.
I was the adult. Like his parents couldn't go, so I had to take him up there as the coach.
Like, can I admit to a recruiting violation with Louisville?
No.
Like it's like I can't even though it's from like 2002.
No.
Okay. Wait, for Louisville?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Like how many
more can they get?
Like what else they gonna do?
I won't say the player's name, but so at the time I was.
It wasn't Jamarcus Russell. It was Marcus Randall who threw the Hail Mary. Thank you, Who Dat Cats fan. I didn't think it was Jamarcus Russell.
I'm sorry.
Because I think Trevor. In all fairness, when I was younger, I thought it was Jamarcus Russell.
Russell.
And then I looked it up. Yeah, but it's pretty close. It's got Marcus in his name also. So
the year that Louisville, it was Ragone's senior year. I think it was 03 if I remember right, maybe 02. I was working at Cardboard Heroes at the time, storing them all, sold jerseys. At a time when, like, thanks to Nelly, everyone had to have a throwback jersey. So we were selling them like hotcakes. Yeah. And a U of L player would come in, and I'd hooked him up with a very, very, very nice discount on his throwback jerseys. And in return,
Get him! NCAA! Get him!
In return, he hooked me up with all his family tickets to games, like including the Florida State Louisville game, the rain
This
game.
is the Ohio State tattoo thing. This is crazy. We're getting this live on Kentucky Roll Call.
I'm not going to tell you his name, but
What year was it again?
It was the year Louisville played Florida State in the rain game. We're going senior year. We went like 7.
Oh, and you took the goalpost out of the stadium?
I was there.
And you did it illegally, apparently. Take the win away.
Exactly. I mean, you saw what they did with LeBron when in high school when he got the jerseys. What'd they do? Suspended him. So, hey.
I mean, I also traded discounts for food in the food court, too. I mean, for what
Get him! Lock him up. Get him out of here.
And one of those discounts went to a former IU player and at the time a Bengals player, Jeremiah Johnson.
Is there any other show that is out there that is getting Louisville charged with more violations from the NCAA? This is why you listen.
It can't be violated because
Send this to the NCAA.
I gave the same discount to normal non-students.
Okay. So now it's not impermissible benefits. Okay.
It's all good. That's how I got around it.
Yeah, you say that.
Yeah.
That's all Katina Powell had to do. But unfortunately, her clientele at the University of Louisville was only the people living in minority homes.
And I'd like to say, even after seeing some of those girls she brought, I'd have fallen on the sword for the university. I would have. Or I guess they would have been falling on the sword. You get what I'm calling.
I actually don't. Okay.
Oh, my God.
Well, on that note, let's take a break and let's come back. We'll talk a little bit. We got to talk World Cup stuff, and we'll revisit the Seinfeld debate when we come back. You're listening to Kentucky Roll Call on Big X Sports Radio. Billy Strings Friday. Trevor, what's the next Billy Strings song?
The Go-Go's.
Yes. Yes. Welcome back. Billy Strings Friday. Here on Big X Sports Radio.
This might be Billy. I don't remember.
Oh my God.
For the record, this is the Wire theme from. Okay, let's see Ty's knowledge. What season is this? Steven, you'll know this. They do the same theme song for all 5 seasons.
Okay.
But all have different versions.
Oh, okay. I like that.
This is season 3.
That is right.
Season 3.
Boom.
This is season 3. This is
Boom.
This was when Marlo was getting ready to make his move, and and all of that. Oh, Marlo.
Oh, yeah. Well, did they have to add Marlo just because Wood Harris wanted off the show and they had to find a way to?
No. Marlo was always.
Steven, cover years, by the way.
Marlo was
earmuffs.
Yeah, let's do this after the show.
Yeah, because we can't. Yeah, because
you're right. You're right.
He has not. Like, his eyes are still like virgins to this. And oh man, it's so great. I envy you for watching it for the first
can you
time.
imagine you get the text when he finally gets hooked into it? Like,
oh yeah, we're gonna get a text like 1 in the morning and be like,
"Yo,
where's Wallace? Somebody text. Where's the boy string?
Uh-oh, Louisville, breaking news. They are on probation again. Trevor giving away 3 jerseys.
Yeah!
What's next? Bet he has Katina Powell and speed dial, says the texter.
Oh, come on, I'm not that cheap.
Breaking Cardinal rules. UK Rob says, we as UK football fans have been getting our teeth kicked in for far too long. It's got to change at some point, and that's now. 9-3, 9-3. 9-3. Keep preaching, UK Rob. Nobody is just nobody's funny. The texter's name is Nobody.
Oh.
If you're new to the show, he said a lot of stuff. Let's see. The only the only problem I found with the show so far is all the Indiana Loser commercials. Explains testosterone ads though.
Hey, now leave Southern Indiana alone. They're a friend of ours.
They are. That is true. I have to say that. So let's go through. I got a few other topics here to take us to the end of the show. I'll start with this. I hate Louisville. But here's the thing, Trevor.
I'll mute my mic.
Here's the thing, Trevor. The thing is, it's because I respect them enough to hate them. I don't waste my time worrying about what the Cincinnati Reds are doing as a Cubs fan. I'm worried about what the Milwaukee Brewers are doing and the St. Louis Cardinals are doing, right? And I don't waste my time worrying about what, with all due respect, Morehead State is doing.
Oh, well,
I mean, Louisville has to, because every once in a while they'll play them in the NCAA tournament and they'll lose to them. But as a Kentucky fan, I don't really worry about that.
Yeah, because you won't schedule them. Ever since Western beat you at Rupp, you've been scared to
schedule Morehead State. What? The only team they won't schedule is Murray State, and I've gotten on them for that. And Alice Lloyd, those are the two schools.
Have they played Western since the Sparks and Chris Marcus year?
Yes, they played them 2 years ago.
Okay.
They played them in Rupp 2 years ago and beat them.
All right.
Granted, they didn't look too good, but I will say the thing is I hate Louisville because Louisville, when I was growing up, was good, and my friends who pulled for them would talk trash to me.
Okay.
So I hate them. But there's one person who made me hate them less, and that was Kenny Klein. And I said I didn't know if I would really, because he did not know me. I got a few credentials from him, and he brought me some stats and was very nice to me. And everybody at Louisville that worked under Kenny Klein is nice to people who work at KSR. Like, they don't have to be. I mean, they really don't. We hate on Louisville all the time. We joke on Louisville all the time, and they are very nice. Kenny Klein was always respectful to, really, I was only there for like 1 year. I was only at KSR for 1 year while Kenny Klein was still doing it at Louisville. And, but he was, very respectful, very nice guy. And, I know Mike Rutherford will have more about that on his show today. As Kenny Klein passed away last night. I know he was in the hospital for a while, right, Trevor? After
an incident, yeah, I think about the day or a couple of days before Mike went up, so it was over a week. He was fighting, and I I wasn't as close with him as Mike was, so I know he's taking it very hard. And as all Louisville fans are, I think. And in just media in general, as you've seen, I mean, you talk, I mean, it's trending on Twitter. I mean.
Yeah, every media person who's ever interacted with Kenny Klein.
Yeah.
And you know, there's, Trevor, I had this ambivalence about stuff like this. You know, I said I didn't know if I want to talk about it because I don't like very personal things like that where, you know, listeners might know him personally. Do I really want to make content out of it? But also, like, you want to honor them, and especially when you have nothing but good things to say, that you should, because you would want that for you, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, it's not content as much as you're giving respect to someone who deserved it, earned it.
Yeah.
I mean, was SID at Louisville for almost 40 and 39 years, 83 to was it? 20?
He's a Murray State racer also,
and he's a Murray State guy. I mean. Listen, I know I think I've told the story with Mike, and I'm one of a million stories of how, as you kind of pointed out, I mean, even if he had no business knowing your name or even being nice to you, Kenny always was. And, yeah. I mean, I first got to meet him when I was just doing a website that barely lasted, and I just reached out, and he was nice, and he was able to help me up credentials, and no reason to. I mean, it was a website that, like, me, my mom, and, like, the guy that wrote it were the only ones that read it. And I don't think my mom read it. I think I just left it on the tab in her computer, and she just came across it. So, I mean, for him, and I did see some credentials with him for several years in the early days of the radio station, and there was a point where I knew I wasn't going to be able to go to a lot of games, so I just didn't apply for the credential that season. And, like, a couple weeks, right before, you know, I don't want to say a deadline, but as the season was approaching, you know, he reached out to me, and I didn't even know he had my number, and he reached out and says, you know, hey, we haven't gotten a request from you. Do you want to put your name in? And I just told him I wasn't going to be able to make it, so I didn't want to do it. And he was like, you know, anytime you need a single game, just give me an email, text, whatever. And you know, I was, again, nobody. Still am nobody. And that was who Kenny Klein was. I mean, you could be the nobody or you could be Dick Vitale, and he was going to be awesome to you regardless and do everything he could to make everything easy for you.
Yeah.
And that's just, I mean, there's a reason why he is getting the love and support he is.
I was going to say that.
Well deserved.
Yep. And that's why you're seeing it from national media guys. You're seeing it from, you know, local, of course, but from very different teams that people cover are saying, you know, Kenny Klein is one of the best. Rick Pitino put out several things about it, but of course last night he had some nice things to say, and he took Kenny Klein he was working at St. John's, wasn't he?
For Kenny's 50th birthday, he bought him a brand new Lexus.
Wow, man.
I don't know if you've seen that story or not. He bought him a red, like, Lexus convertible.
And for
his 50th birthday back, I think it was 2010 or roughly, I remember.
And I do remember having to deal with Kenny Klein the day that Rick Pitino was fired, because we were doing the story at WHAS.
Yeah.
And how Rick was locked out, and I mean, that had to be one of the worst days of Kenny Klein's profession.
Yeah.
And he, again,
there was some bourbon
look,
problems that night.
I'm telling you, like, sometimes you deal with people in these positions and they talk down to you, which is fine. This isn't me complaining, but I'm saying this is how different Kenny is. I mean, I've had issues with some SIDs at other schools.
Yeah, I've been as a producer when I first got into producing, dealing with SIDs for interviews. Yeah,
Kenny understood. I feel like that this is entertainment. Like, it's all entertainment. I like the message that Mike Rutherford shared. You could see how
about the seat.
Just he sent that message.
Oh, the text.
Yeah, and it's just like that's how. Like, he's listening. He's listening to these shows. Like, he, you know.
I mean, Mike's got so many other great stories, more than I could have, because he was a lot closer with Kenny, and listening to some of his stories and just other friends of mine that were more closer with him, that they told stories that, yeah, I mean, he was just a great dude who loved to laugh and loved his job and was great at his job, and I mean, it's just, yeah, it sucks.
If you can make it to where I dislike Louisville less, that's how good of a person you are. Like, if I meet you and you're a Louisville fan and I go, all right, you're a good dude, that you got to be a really good dude. You know what I mean?
A great example, like, I had the privilege of interviewing Michael Irvin about 10 years ago. And as part of the interview, I was kind of swallowing my tongue. You know, I'm an Eagles fan, right?
Okay, yeah. Like, you don't like him.
I grew up hating Michael Irvin.
Now you love him.
I did this interview with him where he was promoting a movie he was in. And it was going paint by numbers with the interview. I don't know if you've ever done a publicist interview with an athlete. They just come in, they want you to ask like the same 5 questions.
Okay, yeah.
It was one of those. But I jumped the script, and for some reason I mentioned.
Whoa, Trevor!
Yeah,
you.
And it was supposed to be like
I'm a journalist.
It was
Damn
supposed to be a 10-minute interview. We went on for like 25 minutes. I brought up remember watching him in the Foot Locker dunk contest, and I think I blew his mind with that. He was like, "You remember that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you Mike Conley Sr. You came in second." It was and I was 88, I think. It was one of the coolest things I saw on TV at the time. And we just started, and then like all the like PR stuff went out the window, and I finally broke down. I was like, "I got to be honest with you." I said, "I hated you as a kid. You gave me sleepless nights as an Eagle fan. I didn't cheer your injury. That was mean, but I did hate you with a passion." And he was like, "I didn't." He goes, "I never forget." He goes, "I didn't hate the cheering when I got injured. That means I did my job. If they didn't cheer me for an injury, I wasn't good enough."
There you go.
And he was like, I love it that you hate me, and you hated me then, and I was hoping." He goes, "You don't have to hate me now, but hey, if I suck at my job, you don't hate me."
Right. Exactly.
I was that good. And
that's what I was saying earlier. That's why I respect. You know, if I'm saying I hate Louisville, what I'm saying is I respect them.
Exactly.
That they're good enough to hate. And you know, guys, Kenny, that it all happened so suddenly. And whenever I read stuff like that, I think about this, and I brought this up on the show a long time ago. I think it might have been when I was doing the Pique My Interest stuff.
Good name, by the way. Did you not do that anymore?
We can do it. We can bring it back.
We got to do it.
You know, we played the Free Your Mind. Do you remember? I don't know if you. Free your mind
and the rest of my love.
Yeah, so we used to do that.
Colorblind, don't be so shallow.
Yes, so that's what we did.
Oh,
we can just do you doing it. I think I like that almost better.
There was a great In Living Color where they made Wanda as part of that group.
I'll check it out. But I one of the things I thought of, Trevor. Let's say this, and Ty, I'm gonna ask you the same thing. Trevor, let's say that it's actually 2046. What if you're really 66 years old, and they figured out a way? I don't know who they are, but some scientists working for Elon, whoever, they figured out how to send you back 30 years ago.
30 years from...
Or 20 years ago. I'm doing this wrong. 20 years ago to when you were 46.
So I'm 20 years down the road, but I'm being sent back to
now. And now you're 46, and you just get to live 1 year as a 46-year-old again. What would you do with that year? And I used to like, what would you do with that day? But that gets a little crazy because every once in a while you got to do the dishes, you got to cut the grass. But if I only had 1 day of being 36 again.
Well, I don't cut the grass anyway. I pay somebody for that. But that's no.
All right, big fella.
Yeah.
All right,
but like
big
the idea behind it, and I don't remember where I read this, but I thought about it and I was like, yeah, because if you.
Well, I am 46, so this is weird.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're going back, and this is the day you came back, and now you're 46. But you're really 60. Like, how would you spend today? How would you spend the next 365 days if you only got to experience this year?
Don't take it personally. For one, I would call in sick today.
No, yeah. I mean, eventually you'd probably have to go to work. Yeah. But that's what
if I have a year, who cares? I'm not working. I only got 1 year left.
When I first read this, they said that it was like, what would you do with that day? You know, how would you spend it? Would you get on TikTok and scroll? Would you get on Twitter, or would you go outside and like feel? Oh my gosh, look, I'm 40. Like I'm able to get around. Like this is great.
It would be like the last few hours of Chris Farley's life for me, probably. Like that. I would just.
Oh, like that? Yeah, like how he went out.
Yeah, wow. On a boat
every day for 365 days.
Until if I make it that far, if I know this is my only year, then yeah, why not? Man?
But you get to go. You go back and you become 66 again.
Well, even better.
Yeah, but you have to carry all of that with you to 66.
Well, I mean, I don't see any difference really.
I think the point is to value today, like value right now, because when you're 66, you're gonna wish you would give almost anything, like I guess, go back and be 46 again.
If you could word it to the way where can you go back and what would I do if I was 26 again?
Sure. But that doesn't really work because you have to appreciate today. Yeah. So I can't appreciate today if I'm thinking, man, remember when I was like 20?
And I
still had those dreams of playing sports?
I mean, 26-year-old.
Recreationally, not professionally.
I would. First of all, I wouldn't take that one girl home from our place.
There you go. What are you gonna do today that the 66-year-old will go like, all right, that was a well spent day. That was,
I'm kind of doing it right now.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But true. I mean, I would love to have like I mean, I don't know.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Have you seen Groundhog Day?
I see what you're saying. I mean, you value.
Nobody said I'd buy Bitcoin. Buy Bitcoin today.
Oh my! I mean, you're valuing it today. You're valuing today because like when you're old, like even me now, looking back, I wish I knew what I knew now in college, and I would have took it a little bit more serious.
Great song, by the way.
You know what I'm saying? Like I see what you're saying, but one day to
1 year. We're gonna do 1 year. 1 year.
1 year.
1 year of being of being what you are now. Of what, like, I'm 36. I'm in this hypothetical. I am 56. And what I would give. Here's the thing about guys like Donald Trump has the presidency. He's worth however much he says he's worth, like billions or whatever. But what he doesn't have is he wants what I have. He would give all of that up to be 36 years old today.
He has everything he's
and he'd be middle class and 36. Oh, that sounds amazing. And that's what I try to think about is like, all right, so I know when I'm 56, I'll think, what did I do when I was in my 30s? How did I spend all those days? Was I like, did I carry a lot of like unnecessary anxiety around for no reason? Did
I will say this:
worry about what people thought about me? Is that how I spent my day?
If I am at 66, which is still a kind of an if, but if I'm there,
okay.
Oh my God.
and you're telling me I can go back to today, I would probably go out and be more active. I mean, like right now, I'm kind of old man lazy sitting in. Like my philosophy is we spent 200 years improving indoors. Why do I need to go outdoors?
You can still be active indoors, right?
Kind of.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Most gyms are indoors. And
it depends if you have a fridge next to your recliner or not.
Oh, God.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So I would maybe do that. Like maybe, I don't know, I would... Can I do like Marty McFly and then like gamble, make sports bets galore?
Yeah, take the almanac back with you to age 66.
Yeah, I mean
tons of money.
that would be definitely something I would do.
Yeah, the Reds won the World Series.
Like for example, I know we've got just a couple minutes left here, but we do have our overtime if you're going to hang out with us.
You want to stay around for extra time?
I'll stay around.
So
Ty's got to go to bed though at some point.
Well, I'll go to bed.
He's regretting the drive home anyway. He's like, I'll stay.
That's how I was yesterday in Lexington. Not gonna lie, guys. I was like, I'll just hang out and work here. I do not want to get on the road during rush hour.
In a similar question, I've asked this question before to people. Do you know the movie Groundhog Day?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just got a question. It's early 90s. I could see where you may not have seen it before, but you know the premise. He's stuck in, the same day. And I think if I've read right, I could be wrong, they've done math and looked at this, and he was basically repeating the same day for just almost 10 and a half years, I think, is by the math that was done.
Damn.
So he's stuck in that for 10 and a half years. My question to you, would you rather experience Groundhog Day in that situation for 10 and a half years, repeat the same day, or would you rather be Tom Hanks and stuck on a deserted island by yourself for 4 years?
Tom Hanks.
For 4 years, to be alone for 4 years to repeat?
Nah, I can't do that.
I mean, they're talking a long
Have
more
fun,
time.
Ty. I'll be looking the same day over for 10 and a half years.
Tell Wilson I said what up.
I got you. But what if it was the worst day of your life?
What if it was the Wilson Evo next ball and not the volleyball?
Yeah.
That'd be worse.
I mean, I assume you get all the same stuff that Tom Hanks got.
No. You got to make it two same evils. You gotta make it two same.
Okay, well, yeah. So you get the same benefits he got in terms of the getting the skates and being able to make and getting Wilson.
I knock my tooth out.
You can knock your tooth out if you like. Hey, I've had to replace a brace. I had to replace my own braces one time during the snowstorm of '94. That was painful. Took it off with a pair of scissors.
Oh.
Yeah, because it broke and it was that's no story for another day. But Groundhog Day, I mean, you're talking 10 and a half years. Repeat. I don't know, but I mean, I'd love to hear what some of the text, but I'm with Steven, maybe. I'm Groundhog Day, man.
I mean, look, if you're by yourself, you can catch the fish, you can do all those things by yourself.
But you're 4 years on there, man.
What would make you go crazier? Both of these are going to have severe mental health problems.
Well, I would think, yeah.
So
kids today think they have mental issues.
Which one?
Bill Murray.
Which one would you like? Which one would make you go crazier? Being by yourself for 4.5 years or reliving the same day for 10.5 years? At least a 10.5 year thing, you're around people. Maybe you can distract yourself.
But you can't even kill yourself like he tries because you just come back.
Yeah.
Like if you want to, like Tom Hanks talks about in the movie, like he's the spoiler, but he tried to, quote unquote, end it, but tested it and it didn't work.
See, it is brutal because you couldn't really you'd end up having the same conversation. So you're alone. You actually are alone. Mm-hmm. You're living really amongst NPCs.
Yeah, 100%.
You're talking about with Tom Hanks.
No.
Groundhog Day, you can change the conversation. I mean,
you can a little bit, but that person's still going to be going to this shop, and they're still going to be focused on this thing that they have going on the next day. And the news is going to be the same, and the TV is going to be the same, and the sports are going to be the same. And there's not going to be for 10.5 years. You have no sports. I almost curled up in a ball during COVID because the no sports thing. Trevor, did I tell you this? I started watching Australian rules football on scheduling days around it because it was the only live sports. Even worse than that, I watched a simulated college hoops 2K8 NCAA tournament that was ran by the guys on Reddit.
Yeah, no.
I watched the whole thing. Yeah, TJ is on this show doing post-game shows.
Yeah, I know.
After getting upset when Kentucky lost to Iowa.
I know. I remember. I think I was on that show, by the way, that KRC.
Now I was really getting into KRC then because I'm locked into these games. I told my dad, I was at the baseball field just killing time walking around. I was like, no, I gotta be back home. The game's starting. It's a video game.
Now to be fair, remember,
so now 10.5 years, no new sports.
But no new sports. But you were talking about that's Groundhog Day, February 2nd. So you probably do have college basketball or something going on.
It's the same game for 10.5 years.
You get that game memorized. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, just making bets with people in the lobbies and stuff.
You don't even get like the benefits of it though.
Well, you do till I guess whenever you fall asleep. I don't know. Because you can't leave the town either. You're stuck in that one city.
I'm on the island, living my best life, actually being able to live my days while you all have the same day over and over and over.
Oh, look at nobody breaking some cardinal rules here. He said, I paid my barber double to get into the side door for haircuts during COVID.
Nice.
Hey.
By the way,
I love that there was speakeasy barbershops.
Ty, by the way, have fun wiping with a leaf while we have toilet paper on that same day over and over.
Okay, well, what if you got diarrhea that day over and over?
I mean, I guess
God,
what's the point of wiping though? What if the day you got food poisoning is the day?
Oh yeah,
there's got to be some rules.
You got diagnosed with herpes.
Just relive that. You still have to go. You even know I'm going to the doctor. I guess I got to get that diagnosis. I got to get the prescription.
I got to get that test.
Every day of your life, it burns when you pee. Oh, my God. That would be bad. Luckily, that wasn't.
Yeah, why did he just get us some normal day? What if it was?
Well, it was Groundhog Day.
Every day he has to learn that his dog died every single day.
Oh.
Now I do have one other question about Groundhog Day because this is something I think me and TJ have disagreed on. Is it a comedy or is it? I think maybe me and Mike debated this. I can't remember who it was.
Click. It's like Click.
Well, no, Click is worse. Click is utterly depressing.
Click is not a funny movie.
Click is the only movie that made me sad. I didn't grow up without a dad for some reason. I don't know why. I've been okay with it my whole life, but Click was like, Papa? I don't know.
That makes me sad.
It was so depressing. So I refused to ever watch it because it wasn't funny. But, I mean, do you find Groundhog Day a comedy? Because some consider a drama depressing.
Yeah. But it should be that. They could have. See, there's certain movies that you could go, what's that movie, What Women Want?
Yeah.
That could have been a whole other movie.
Yeah, you're right about that.
For the record, that movie is so fake because no woman knows what she wants. Remember
those are the thoughts of Trevor.
Remember when Chappelle said what men want?
Does not necessarily reflect the views and concepts of Kentucky Roll Call. UK Rob said, I would spend the year showing my kids and my wife how much they mean to me. I would spend more time with my grandmother before she passed away. So UK Rob, you still get to do the former. You still get to, if you come, again, it says, this is the you who is 30 years older than you are now, coming back and getting to live that year with your family and with your younger self. Everybody wishes they were younger, but what if now was when the time you were wishing for? So that's how you get to live it right now. Your wish has been granted, Trevor. You're not 66, you're 46. You can do anything. Get your whole life out of you.
I also wish that we get the break.
Oh, we got to go to break and get to extra time. All right, we'll take a break. Extra time of Kentucky Roll Call coming up on Big X Sports Radio.
We got more to talk about.
Area Habitat for Humanity. Republic Bank has really been a game changer. They have invested not only financially, but time to really listen so that
Alabama A&M.
Welcome into Kentucky Roll Call Extra Time. It's extra time right now, Trevor, while we are in World Cup mode. We were talking right now. Ty Johnson still in the studio with us. He's got a trip to Lexington. Hopefully the rain will hold off for you, Ty, on the way back home.
I think it's over. I think maybe it's over a little bit.
We were saying, Trevor, that and we can debate this a little bit. Did you see where the U.S. men's national team fans were doing neck yesterday? I know it as the LSU song because I'm a white dude and I don't like, I'm just ignorant, right? But I know like it came. Do we know which HBCU invented it?
I don't know.
Okay, what Southern was it
called? Neck.
Yeah, that. That tiger. I can't even.
Oh, okay.
Bleep. But that's what LSU fans did with it.
I heard the crowd during the pregame. They're doing a whoa, like it was doing like kind of the Nakamura thing from WWE.
Yeah, but this was cool. Like this is what Jeff Milby and I were saying on Wednesday, bringing U.S. culture to the World Cup, U.S. sports culture to the World Cup, and we said this, like, let's bring an HBCU team in as the marching band, bring them in, and let's, like, actually do that in the stadium. I think it would be so cool. What the European mind can't comprehend is what our sports culture really is. Because they hate on our sports culture because they see the NFL and the NBA, which can sometimes be a little, is lachrymose a word? That's not the right word. Can be a little, like, corporate. Right. Like, you got to be... But like sports fans, like real sports fans, the ones that like this is everything to me. That's like upper middle class to lower class. You know what I mean? It's not like Taylor Swift sitting in the front row. Like if the Knicks lost and Taylor Swift is a big Knicks fan, she's a billionaire. So like it doesn't matter. But to like Sal from Queens, like it's everything. It's like what gets him to go to work in the morning, So, like, we got to bring that kind of culture into the World Cup and show with our $3,000 a seat tickets that it's for the working class is the true sports fan. And that's, like, I think of what college sports is. And I saw them playing neck yesterday. Barstool Sports tweeted out, and they said, all right, we got it. This has to be our new thing. And it's funny, Trevor, because what Jeff and I said on Wednesday was you just replaced Tiger with Eagle, and they did it. So I thought it was so cool. Again, I don't need the credit for these things, but I want the credit. So if you all can just throw the credit over here to me, I would appreciate it. But it's really cool. And
I don't know why I just started thinking, what's your thought on the movie's Drumline?
Well, who's Drumline?
Drumline, the movie with Nick Cannon.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. It's a good movie.
You talking about the HBCU like bands and stuff? I don't know why my mind goes to Drumline.
I'm trying to look up who was the one who started Neck.
And for the record, T.J. Walker despises that movie.
It was Southern University who did it.
Okay,
yeah, and
that's where Avery Johnson went.
I'm trying to.
Louisiana, right?
1984. I mean, they're way ahead of schedule on that. That's awesome. So that's that. Oh, it's based on the 1984. My bad. So it came out a little more recently than that. Regardless, really cool that it was picked up by the people going to the U.S. men's national game yesterday, where they lost 3-2. But that just means July 1st. Is that Wednesday?
It's a Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Is it a late game? Is it 10 o'clock again?
I don't think so. I think it's is it 6 o'clock right now?
So if they win on Wednesday in the 32.
Wait. It is a late game. It is a late game.
Yeah, it's in California, I believe.
Yeah, it's so that's why in England it says that it's at 1 o'clock. I'm looking at the BBC's.
You just love that BBC, don't you?
Just can't get enough of it. They have it on Thursday at 1 o'clock. They're doing military time, so that's 1 a.m. and on July 2nd. So I got that. That's why I keep thinking.
Okay, I'm just curious. Like, do you have the BBC tab on your computer?
It's open right all the time because they are they're. Stop.
I mean, really, I used to go to BBC.
My last job, the marketing company, we had this really cool event. It was called Business Bourbon and Cigars.
Okay.
And so when they were making logos for it, and it was like BB and C, and it was like the two B's were white, and the ampersand was red, and then the C was white, and the owner of the company was like, we got to get new shirts because it looks like it just says BBC on them. He's like, I don't want people thinking that, I don't. Yeah, I'm like, well, why would you think that? Why are you so concerned about the British Broadcasting Company, corporation, or whatever it is?
I mean, hey.
I love this British bleep. So there's good shows on BBC.
I'm sure there are.
There is, right?
Okay, so here's the deal. So the games that you're going to want to watch to see if the United States, who the United States can play, I think one of them is today, Egypt. Do they play today?
They play tonight, yes. So the late game, I believe.
We are polling for Egypt. We do not want to play Belgium in the round of 16. They beat us in the round of 16 back in 2014.
I mean, we're going to get somebody tough after the first round. And we do put 8 o'clock on the first round. When we win, the round of 32 will be on July 6th at 8 p.m., which is a Monday.
All right, so Egypt can tie. But then I think it comes down to goal differential. Is that right?
If we get to the third round, we're going to have to play at 3 o'clock on a Thursday.
Why is that okay?
No. I'm on the air during. I want to watch this game when we get that far.
Well, when you turn 65, you can pop back down. And
there you go. I'll watch the game.
Oh,
there you go.
I got you. There you go.
Let me write that down in case I forget.
Yeah. I want to watch the World Cup game that we lost to Portugal. Okay, so that's a good point. So you said you're talking about the round of 8 or round of 16?
The round of the second round.
Okay, round of 16.
That's with July 2nd at 8 p.m.
So as it stands right now,
6, excuse me.
Egypt would play South Korea, and we would play the winner of that game if we can get past Bosnia. And I'm just telling you, that Bosnia game has upset written all over it. I am worried about that game. But I think if you get past that, the United States will advance to the round of 8, which is the furthest they have been since 2002. And it would be the first time they've won 2 knockout round games since 1930, when Egypt missed the World Cup. Because why, Trevor? Their boat couldn't make it. Trevor tipped out.
Sorry. 1 second. I had other Matt on the phone.
You're good.
The remote thing. So what was the question?
So we were talking about Egypt missing the boat. So or the boat not being able to make it. So
they got delayed by a storm, which caused them to miss their boat ride.
That is
and only
correct.
13.
I didn't actually fact check that, but I know Trevor did.
I got to step out for 1 second, do something on the switch here. I'll be right back.
So, Ty, here's what we have to have happen. So, Egypt is going to play Iran tonight at 11 p.m.
Now, that is wild. That is 11, but okay.
That means I am not going to sleep for a little while.
Right.
And I will be pulling for Egypt to win that game. If they tie, Belgium and New Zealand also play at 11, and we need Belgium to, well, we would prefer them lose, honestly, than knock them all the way out. But we would prefer them at least tie. And if they win and Egypt ties, we need Belgium to not win by more than a goal. So,
all right, what's the chances of that happening?
I think really we just need to make sure Egypt finishes the top of Group G, because we're going to play the winner of Group G most likely in the round of 16. So that's how that's going to play out. We're pulling for Egypt, but then later on this week, the craziest thing about the way they've set this up is the Austria-Algeria game. Have you seen this, Ty?
No.
Okay, so the as it stands right now, assuming Spain wins their group, that would mean that the United States would probably have to play Spain in the quarterfinals, the round of 8. So if it's Spain, here's how it would work. Austria and Algeria are playing each other. The winner of that game will get Spain. The loser of that game will get Canada. So they want to lose the game.
Yeah.
Neither of those teams want to play Spain. They'd rather take their chances with Canada. They probably lose to both, but obviously Spain is a far better team than Canada.
Right. I don't
say what?
So, Trevor,
does the rest of the world know this?
I'm letting the rest of the world know right now.
Oh, I didn't know.
Since the rest of the world's listening right now, let's figure out how to never do this format again. Did you see this, Trevor? Austria and Algeria are playing, and the loser gets Canada. The winner gets Spain. So they both want to lose, right?
I think anybody gets Canada.
So I figured out they don't know what to do about this. They're calling it the disgrace in Kansas City, because they're thinking that they're just going to, somebody's going to, you know what I mean? Like, so are they going to try to tie? Like, is that what they're going to try to do? here's how you fix it.
I
right?
thought the disgrace in Kansas City was Tom Brenneman's broadcast off the air.
Oh, that's where that was?
Yeah.
Castellanos hits a deep drive. So
I'm sorry. That was so great.
So I figured out how to fix this problem. You guys ready? So you kick off.
Okay.
All right. Kick the ball out of bounds. All right. And then both goalkeepers just switch. So then when Algeria scores a goal, they're actually scoring it for Austria. And when Austria scores a goal, they're actually scoring it for Algeria because they both want to lose. But this makes it to where it would be at least a competitive game, right?
Now, this game is Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was looking at Friday slate, and I was like, I don't see this game.
Yeah, it's on Saturday.
Okay, sorry.
But what do you think about it? Does that work?
I mean, I think if some of the Americans watching these games weren't confused enough with some soccer rules, you just really.
Oh man,
tomorrow at 10:00, these two teams will play where they both want to lose. They got to fix the format. That should never ever be the case.
But you see that in the NFL too. I mean, you see where teams come into a last week.
This would be like trying to lose a game that would get you to the playoffs, though.
But not necessarily. But teams already locked. No,
yeah,
you're right.
You're right. But it still feels different because you only get this tournament once every 4 years. It felt weird last night that the United States, even with a loss, we should have been celebrating winning the group last night. It should have been completed last night, and then we have a celebration. We're singing "Country Roads," and it's a great night.
I mean, they could have still celebrated. They won the group.
They did do that, but
you can't celebrate on a loss, though. I mean,
well, I think Indiana cut the nets down in Assembly Hall after a loss one year. So
I've heard those rumors. Yeah,
Algeria, Austria on Saturday at 10. I think it's a fascinating dilemma because of. It's a clear advantage to lose this game. So why would you go out there and try to win? Would you, Ty?
No.
Would you do it for the good of the game?
No. I'm losing. And if it's
long-term goals.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Trevor, if you were coaching either of these teams, do you go out there with the best game plan, try to win it?
Oh yeah, definitely. I go for the gold. I go for the glory. I go for it all.
You go for a first round exit.
There's only one
round of 32.
Exactly.
The only speed I know is balls out, baby.
Oh.
But you know that by winning, you probably you're going to get beat in the next round, like almost a guarantee. But if you lose, you have a chance to make it to the round of 16.
Why would you play the long game?
Do you think the players will have too much pride in their country and pride in their game to go out there and just throw the game? What if the score was like 100-99 because no goalkeeper is trying to make saves?
That would be amazing. Imagine if they just like barely kicked it in, the wind took it in, and they lost.
They're just like, I'm not even letting it go. That's why I said you switch the goalkeepers and you fix the problem. That's what I think you do.
Yeah.
Then you make it to where they're both trying to win. There you go. Keep the future matchup secret until after the group stage next time. Boom! There it is, Wisconsin Carrico.
There you go.
That's the fix.
What if we just like everybody that goes like skins and no jersey, so you don't know?
Why didn't they just do that? No, but he's right. The Wisconsin guy Carrico is right. Why
we
didn't
don't know who we're passing to? We don't know that. Everybody can wear. I did this one time on a game. I accidentally I'm gonna switch my kit to like the white jersey, and didn't realize the other team was wearing white too.
Yeah,
it was very confusing.
Well, why wouldn't Wisconsin guy Carrico actually has the fix? This is all you have to do. You don't release the round of 32 pairings or anything until after group stage is complete.
But then people are going to do the math. It's going to be like Wojo giving out draft picks 10 minutes before they get to the podium.
Yeah, but you could also just do like a drawing for it.
Yeah.
I understand that like maybe people are worried about selling tickets or something, but maybe it's like for instance, I think you could have it set up to where you still have plenty of time. Like if we already know the United States is playing Bosnia today. What if you have 5 days to go get tickets to get there? That's fine. That's what you do with the Final Four anyways.
That's true.
So you can totally do that, and then you just do a drawing. You draw the teams out after the group stages are done.
So it doesn't matter what you do in the group stage; it's just a blind draw.
No, it does. You have
because they try that with the Sweet 16 in Lexington, and I think Louisville gets screwed still.
Because you do the one seeds are going to play the worst twos and the threes, and then the twos are going to play the one. Some of the ones are going to play the twos, and then some of the twos will have to play twos, and so you can just fill those in like on a random draw, instead of doing it like this where there is a clear advantage to losing a game that you're playing in the World Cup. But I don't know. Maybe they'll both go out there and try to win.
Could you imagine if they really were out there like playing their hearts out to get knocked out in the first?
I hope they do. I mean, maybe there is a little bit of pride to play for and try to win as many games as you can, because you're not guaranteed to beat Canada. You just would have a much better shot at it.
You can't lose to Canada, right?
Who Dat Cats fan on Twitter? My Twitter account, by the way, Stephen Peak KSR. If you ever want to get your tweets in there, I still will shout out Gameday Men's Health, because they are redefining men's wellness. No shortcuts, just results. Testosterone, peptides, weight loss, and sexual performance therapy. Visit GamedayMensHealth.com.
How happy were you got to use your actual name on Twitter without having to put like underscores and numbers and stuff, even though you did have KSR?
Oh, yeah. Well, I my full name actually worked for a little. I was Stephen Peak Jr. before I went to KSR. Okay. So, I don't know.
I was lucky. I was on the very early Twitter bandwagon, so I got to have actually my name as my Twitter handle. Where
See, I've never had that problem. I don't know. I've never had that problem. Like, with both of my accounts, like my gaming channel and my regular channel. Like,
well, your name's still not TYE is how you spell it, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
it's common.
But like I never had any problems like with all of my like YouTube, Twitch, all of that stuff, TikTok, all that. Like it's never been a problem for me to get like my handle.
Guys, do me a favor. If you are not in your car and you have your phone on you, and you're on Twitter, follow at the Coach TYE Show.
I thought you were going to say start an account with that.
And
name.
then if you're feeling extra generous, at Stephen Peak KSR. And then Trevor, what's yours again?
Just my name, at Trevor Kelsey.
There you go. Perfect. All right. So Who Dat Cats fan says the assessment of Groundhog Day is inaccurate. Everybody else does the same thing every day, but he changes what he does every day. He controls what he does during the day. He just can't control what happens around him. I understand. Like he gets to do whatever he wants. That he has freedom to do whatever, but
with no consequences, by the way.
Okay, but yeah, because it just resets.
You drink too much coconut milk on the island like Tom Hanks, and there's consequences. Trust me, the next day.
Yeah, if you get into some bad Qdoba.
Yeah.
You know who doesn't have won't make you do that is Salsaritas and their wildly addictive chips. Visit St. Matthews, Middletown, or Bullitt County. I didn't go there this week, so next Monday is definitely a Salsaritas day for me.
I would definitely eat there every day for 10.5 years if I repeated my day.
Yeah.
It would never get old.
Every day. And then, like I said, but my assessment was that he has to, people that he's interacting with, like if you wanted to be like, I get to see my family, the family is going to be going through the same thing, or they're going to be like what if it's just something small? We talked about some of the worst case scenarios, but what if it was like just your wife's annoyed with you that day? Yeah. Like you got it. Like it's just you did something like the day before, and you have to live that for 10.5 years. So
if
it's not
she's
exactly
annoyed. You can literally tell her what you think and not have to worry about the consequences, because the next day she won't.
But what if you don't want her to be annoyed? What if I want to spend time with my wife today? I would like to go to a movie, watch it, and she's like, I'm tired, and every day she's just like, I'm blowing you off. Like, no, I'm good.
That would hurt.
That divorce.
but then you're back together with her the next day.
You get a divorce every day.
Yeah, that's what
I mean. Like most marriage, like everybody has a bad day, but like you get, the next day could be better. But in this case, the next day can't be better because there is no next day.
Well, maybe that's your way. Like in again, if you haven't seen Groundhog Day, and this is a 36-year-old spoiler, but like he had to like change his ways to convince.
I'm a 36-year-old spoiler.
Yeah. No bleep. I think he has to change his ways to make Annie McDowell fall in love with him. Maybe that's what you had to do to stop your groundhog ring, is that you had to make your wife be okay with you.
But you know who don't have to deal with that? Me, because I got Wilson. That's why.
Look at this photo. Who Dat Cats fan?
Wilson ran away, by the way, in case you forget in the movie.
Hey, yeah, when we got on that boat,
he bounced. He was like, "I'm taking."
Who Dat Cats fan on Twitter? He's a Saints and Kentucky fan. He's also a really good follow. If you're ever on the Twitter machine, get on there and follow him. He's got a lot of good takes. I've always enjoyed my interactions with him. I'm pretty sure it's a guy. You never really know on Twitter.
100%.
But no, he seems like a good dude. And look at the photo he has as his header. That's going to be the uniforms right there on Throwback Day.
Is that going to be the uniforms?
That's got to be it, because it's a blue out. Maybe they go blue pants, but I think that's what they do in the Power K.
Power K.
Yeah.
I mean,
who are they playing? Are they playing Notre Dame right there? Who is that?
It looked like it. I don't know. But
Couldn't have been.
Will's got the Power K on everything.
Look, I think is this Commonwealth? They used to have the fence back there. Wow.
I don't think Who Dat UK is going to like my take on this. Oh. The Who Dat is just a complete stealing of the Who Day, yeah.
So?
And the Bengals, I feel, there's never been an organization that gets more stolen from. The who dat was stolen from them, and I know people are going to be, we've been saying who dat New Orleans since. No, you were covering your faces with bags until Drew Brees got there, and then you started claiming who dat. Okay, you don't get who dat. That's who day since 1987. And the other thing that always irritates me is that the Bills get the credit for the K-gun and their offense in the 90s.
Yeah.
When they did nothing but whine and moan and complain that the Bengals were doing that offense in 1988. And then what do? They get blown out by the Bengals in the playoffs, so the next year they steal it, and then they pretend like they invented it. Bills, that's the karma for losing 4 straight Super Bowls. You don't steal stuff from Cincinnati. And definitely don't steal the chili, because that's like dog food with cheese on it.
Maybe when Cincinnati wins the Super Bowl, everyone will start respecting them and not take their traditions.
Should have won one against the Rams, but the ref decided to call a flag that no one saw.
That's basically what everybody remembers that for, is the Bengals got screwed.
Yep.
Is that what we do? Is that what? I don't, but the Eagles. Now the Eagles one, I do actually think that.
Oh, Shepherds, there's a place
I hated that
for
call.
you, buddy.
I hated that call.
I don't care. I'm going John Higgins all over that dude. All right, speaking of getting screwed, we got to get out of here.
Oh, okay, yeah, we got to take a break. All right,
not a break.
Not a break. Are we done? It's already been 2.5 hours? Okay, all right. Thank you guys for listening.
Tony say we'll be back in 48 hours. Yeah.
We will be back Monday. I'll be back in studio with Trevor. We'll break down everything that happened over the weekend, see if Kentucky maybe adds a 15th player. Probably not, but we'll see if it happens. Coach Ty, thank you. Appreciate you. Trevor, thank you. And we'll see you guys Monday. Thanks for listening. This has been Kentucky Roll Call on Big X Sports Radio.